I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on that over.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man. Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can. Yeah! Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on that over.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man. Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can. Yeah! Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up on that over.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
That don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man. Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Go ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they say? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can. Yeah! Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the I do it for all our guests, though,
Absolutely.
bro. All right, you guys, hold on, goddammit. I just came on and I didn't really mean to interrupt the commercial. You guys, we are running the goddamn intro. That's legendary.
Yeah. Y'all actually won an award, the Boss Mag 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Y'all won for that media outlet thing.
Man, I don't even know.
Like y'all won. He didn't even know he won.
What'd you say? Who was it?
You won the Boss Magazine 2009 Ohio Hip Hop Award. Congratulations.
That's one you on.
Yo. What's good? It's your boy Peanut, aka Dash Resource. I got my man Stacking Smed in the building.
What's up with it? Everybody? Man, welcome to the Legendary People Podcast. As always, we want to invite everybody to go to our YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Man,
Yeah.
we always geeking for subscribers and comments and likes.
Oh God.
So whether you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube, man, comment below, man. Tell us what you think. If you want to ask our guest any questions.
And the Spotify listeners said that you don't never shout them out, bro.
Spotify?
Spotify said that you don't shout them out.
Bro, we on Spotify as well,
Yeah.
and on Apple Music. So, man, more than just this being a podcast, bro, we are like evolving into more of like a YouTube, Facebook,
TV show.
Right? So, man, we appreciate it all, man. No matter what platform you listening to us on, man, make sure that you like, subscribe, share, man, and let everybody know what we doing, man. Tonight, man, we got DJ Jelly
That's
checking
hard.
in. Literally just got off the phone with him.
Yes, sir.
And so, man, he is down like the ground to come on the show and share his life story, which is really good, man. You know,
Crazy jelly.
last
Yeah,
night
hard.
we had PK Sam's on the
That
show,
was
man.
hard.
Wide receiver for the New England Patriots, who actually was coached by Bill Belichick and was a wide receiver for the GOAT Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And so I can just see our show, you know, just the guests that we got coming on are all major figures, man, in their own way, man. And I really, really love that, man. Shout out to Jeff Mims,
For sure.
who won the mayor of Dayton, Ohio
Yes.
last night, man.
Yeah.
And on his campaign trail, he sat down with us on the Legendary People podcast.
Yeah.
So, like, you can see the quality of people that we got coming on the show. And so, with that being said, go to our YouTube channel so you can watch all of the interviews that we've done, man. Like, real polished players, man, coming through the show nonstop. And it ain't just these mayor candidates and people who are holding these high esteemed spots. Like, we got other people that have traveled through all kind of journeys, that is coaches and then comedians and rappers and players that's done battled and done did all type of stuff. So the Legendary People podcast, you guys, man, we growing fast, man. So make sure that you like, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you can get alerted every time we drop new content, which is every day. Every day. We kick off every show by giving major shots out to our sponsors, man, which is Shiekhs. Sheikhs has the best breakfast in the city by far, man. Go to Sheikhs for breakfast. Go to Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. They're downtown on the corner of 3rd and Wayne. Kind of like adjacent, cat a corner from the from the library. Shit. And yeah, go there for lunch, man. They got great food, man. You'll love it for sure.
Yes.
If you ever get injured in any type of accident, especially a trucking accident or something like that, like if a truck hits you, man, go straight to the hospital and then call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. Make the right choice. Attorney Michael Wright. When you want to kick it a little bit, you entertaining a party, man, unwind with some good old Kiara Wine. Kiara Wine is made right here in Dayton, Ohio, from Antoine Cunningham. Antoine Cunningham on Facebook. You can find out how to get your own bottle of Kiara Wine from Antoine Cunningham. Just hit him in his inbox and he'll get you a good old bottle of that wine so you can kick it the way that you want to. TheShopArea.com is like the baby Amazon.
Yep.
And
To your store. I'm from the store.
I just read a small part of this comment, right? You know, but TheShopArea.com is like the baby Amazon. They got anything that you're looking for on there. So if you're thinking Amazon, go to TheShopArea.com, right? TheShopArea.com, TheShopArea.com, TheShopArea.com. They got free delivery from the store to your door in 4 business days. So make sure that you are getting with TheShopArea.com every time that you're trying to get something. It's lit, real lit. TheShopArea.com. Last but not least, T-ShirtKings247.com. Gold for your mouth and Camera Kings. We right here at 4301 North Main Street. And Dash Resource. We teach you how to get that big old bag by selling stocks. So sell stocks, not dope.
Yeah, I need
every
some of that,
Sunday
man.
at
Sure,
8
man.
p.m.
Make that shit easy.
Every Sunday at 8 p.m. We add into our show just different elements to the show. So you guys make sure that y'all stay rocking with us non-stop, man. We got a big dog guest up in here today.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro has a very cool story to tell.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And without further ado, Peanut Johnson, back to you,
Man,
Ken.
bro, I don't know how you body that intro every single day, man, but salute to you, man. Listen, man, I know every day I say no guest is higher than the one we had on here before, but this is a personal favorite of mine because everybody knows I'm a battle rap enthusiast, right? So nothing higher than one of my own favorite legends from the city, man. My man P, the MC. You know what I mean? What's good, big bro?
How you doing, boss?
Everything good, man.
Man, shout out Smith, man.
Peace,
Yeah,
King.
man. Hey, what happened to Type Gang, man?
Oh man, you know what, bro? It's so many little things that I started and had to pull away. Honestly, rest in peace, PC.
R.I.P.
Once PC passed, a lot of the, cause you know that was main type gang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? PC knew how to get people in their feelings.
Yes, he did.
In a drop of a dime. Also, while being a fair skinned rappers that I've ever known, he is number one. Like I don't know anybody that I've ever known could outdo PC lyrically. Yeah, I would say almost period, but I know a couple guys that, you know what I'm saying,
right.
jump a bun. But as far as the fair skinned artists go, yeah, rest in peace, PC, man.
Rest in peace, PC.
You know, rest in peace, Elroy Facey, of course. Ironically, I lost both them brothers a year apart on the same day.
Dang,
yeah,
man.
So, yeah, man. So, yeah.
We'll start out with an RIP to them, man, for sure.
Man, for sure. Tight gang. That's
it. So here on the Legendary People Podcast, I had to set the tone on him early. So here on the Legendary People Podcast, we like to start out with the origins. We got to find out where you grew up, man. So without further ado, where'd you grow up, bro?
I'm a dating guy. I'm a dating all the way. You know, Ellesmere as a kid.
Ellesmere.
You know, I met Smed for the first time. To be honest with you, I was about 7, I believe, around 7 years old, 8 years old. He probably won't remember this. They was real bad. They was my stepbrother, my older brother, and Smed at that time were calling each other like brothers. Like yeah. They was like, that's my brother.
Real life
brother. My brother.
Yeah. So I kind of grew up at that point. Once this became my older brother, that kind of became my older brother.
Word.
And I remember the first time I went by there when Kev lived in that that house, that little house they had before moving with me and my pops.
Yeah,
man, it was just terrible, bro. Like it was like just terrible. It like just terrible, bro. And I was coming from a little bit more. I was kind of raised as almost like a prince, but yeah, I'm a Duncan. You know, rest in peace to my grandfather who had a salvage yard and took care of a lot of people in the city.
Absolutely.
Had a lot of power in the city. Businessman of the year 4 years in a row at one point. Like, my grandfather was legendary, and I remember just feeling like I'm a prince, man, because so many people respected my father, so many people respected my uncle. My uncle was in the streets, and he had the streets on lock. My grandfather had business, but somehow was like a business street preacher. My grandma, rest in peace, super gangsters, you know what I'm saying? So I remember being a little Fairview kid early on in elementary, having my way. Ironically, leaving Fairview, going to Meadowdale Elementary, I remember Coach Graham thinking I was going to be the next track superstar.
What?
Yeah, Coach Graham had me racing high schoolers in elementary school.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm a West Sider. Eventually, after the crack epidemic, like most of us, we all had changes that came across our life. I went to go live with my mother. At that point, I'm in 5 Oaks. So I'm at 5 Oaks. I'm a Kaiser guy.
Kaiser too.
Yeah, I think Kaiser what got me witty.
Okay.
You gotta be. Shout out Jason Strickland, Kevin Strickland, Ransom, everyone that was in our class that used to just fry.
Yeah.
Every day. You know, my nose, while it's fit my face now, it's been the same size I think since.
Like an infant.
Since like 6th grade, and they used to, hey, Gonzo. And,
oh, man.
Yeah, they used to, you know,
bust it up.
My whole life I was, like,
oh, my God. Yeah. For the San Francisco.
Yeah. So it was, by the time we got to leaving Meadowdale, I went to Allen first, 6th grade. Shout out to Allen. Rest in peace, Sean McCluskey. Rest in peace, Zenith. Like, a lot of the people that I came up with, man, are really, like, gone or in jail. So so we lived it and we made it, and then we got the Kaiser and started frying. I think that's kind of the first time that I knew like I was gifted at frying stuff. Right. And then 7th grade maybe, me and my friend Sean, rest in peace McCluskey. Sean McCluskey used to stay up late. He was at what's the other Wilbur
Wright.
He was at Wilbur Wright. I'm at Kaiser. We'll link up on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? And this is before BET Uncut, when it was just late night BET video.
Right.
So before this moment, I'm just the guy that I like all the MTV videos, I like all the BET videos. My dad sings, everybody around me musicians. I do choir, but I'm like man, Protect Your Neck came on.
Yes, yeah.
And I went to Kaiser like, yo, it's Wu-Tang and everything else is dead.
Yeah, right.
And I tried writing my first, my personal first verses came then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had ruined some raps before then.
Like, tried it and was like, nah.
All right, history.
Okay.
There was a rap group that was in my household, all right, beforehand.
What
right.
was this rap group that was in your house?
The Black Cordoba Posse.
Oh, man. You heard this group before?
Oh, yes, man.
Black Cordoba Posse?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ohio Coalition is basically a spinoff of the Black Cordoba
Get
Posse.
out of here.
Those are my bros before me and them actually linked up. The Cordoba Posse was at Metal Deal.
Yep.
And they was wrecking shit. They got it.
They kind of started the wave for the whole
Ohio Court. That's Ralph, Tay, and
Rest in peace, Tay.
Ralph, Tay, and then my brother Wally B. He's the one that actually
Take him to the altar.
Okay.
Wally B had the Cordoba. He had a car.
Shout
And
out
they
to
used
my
be
pops
in the
giving
car,
him the Cordoba. That was the first car.
getting
Yeah.
it popping. You know what I mean? And so they called themselves the Cordoba
The Black
Posse.
Cordoba Posse. And my brother used to have these raps. So I would go in his notebook and I would kind of make them sound how I felt sounded better.
Right.
And I'm talking about, I done changed 3 or 4. And he never says nothing. He never was like, man, and shout out Kev. Yo, Kev, at that point too, bro, he would punish me for
Anything.
touching any of his stuff. And he was the most creative dude. He used to have like championship belts he didn't made himself. He would do stuff with the tent that was like, bro, Kevin was
So
excelled.
he was West Side Gun before West Side Gun, obviously.
Well, not only creative in that way, but like, man, his ability to fix things up. You know what I mean? Like, he had like cars.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Cordoba that he probably got it one way
And
and
it-
then transformed it
to
into
a whole thing.
Wow.
He changed that
coldest
tent,
whip
bro,
you'll ever
weekly.
want to see.
I don't think people in Meadowdale knew that. He changed the tent every week.
Wow.
Just different stripings, different color. Like, Kev was amazing, man. And I'm a young dude messing with his raps again, not being a rapper at all, not thinking I'm gonna like rap, not messing with anything, you know. And the guys I look up to are my brother and his friends. I thought to this day, shout out Ralphie. Ralph is the coolest person I've known as a kid. Mm-hmm. He gave me this watch ring one time. I kept that watch ring
Yeah.
for 2 decades. You feel me? Like, Ralph was my idol at the
The
time.
same Ralph that you were talking about the other day?
Yeah.
Best rapper ever.
This is their crew.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
what I'm saying. So I go back.
He had just said this the other day.
Ralph was the coolest person I ever known. I used to, rest in peace, Tay. I used to try to punch on Tay when I was little. For some reason, I thought Tay was the one I could get with.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But yeah, man. I used to, and then outside of their crew, no one really ever speak on. There was a guy named Raw K Razor,
Yeah.
and he used to have this car with his bruh. He was to me like, these are the better rappers I know. You know what I'm saying? This is the dude who I want to beat. Like, this nigga is shiny. He got pulled when he come up. He kicked Kitty Bug. Yeah. Rest in peace to Raw K, man. I used to look up to dude like, this is early on. I was still rocking cowboy boots. Yeah, I was that kid. Like, I respect my pops for having me spoiled enough to kind of not be trendy.
Yeah.
I was never trendy. I like what I like. My older brother comes. He's like, he ain't trendy. He's into whatever he like. He makes things cool.
Right.
My brother wears some shoes. Everybody starts wearing the shoes. He does. So I'm like, man, my brother is the coolest nigga ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the dudes that are only cooler than him is because they probably have more money, I think. Like, Rock K was definitely shining exceptionally bright during those years. And then, you know, things change up again. Now after the Wu-Tang incident, now I'm kind of messing with my own raps. I went to visit Chicago very early on, like that 8th grade. That was the first time I tried to touch a basketball. I think I was on the football route until thinking like, oh man. Then I moved to visit Chicago.
But Pete, how old are you in this time frame when you actually are
12,
looking?
11? You talking about the rap? The rap?
Well, yeah, when you looking at Wally and you looking at
Oh, I'm
Ohio
7, 8,
Coalition.
9.
7, 8, and 9.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I'm 7, 8, 9.
And what
years
year?
old.
About what year is this?
Like 80, it runs. I'm an 80, so in the 87, 88, 89.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this is those years for y'all at least.
Right, for sure.
Right.
I'm a kid. I'm looking up to these dudes who, you know, my brother, man, is just a super ambitious person. And without me, like I said, without him even knowing, he pulls me in. 'Cause
Right.
I am messing with his raps first. And of all things, like if I touch anything else, I die.
But the
chasing
raps-
things, and you're not even paying no attention. You're not paying no mind.
What elementary school was you going to, bro?
I went to Fairview for first, second, and I think third for Miss Stafford. Shout out Miss Stafford.
Yeah.
And then I went to Meadowdale I got there 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade.
Right.
And then I went to Allen for 6th grade. And then after Allen, that's when it became Kaiser World. I was in Kaiser, and I left 8th grade. That's when I moved to Chicago. Miss Ringer, my principal, put me on the plane. Bro.
Miss Ringer, yeah, man.
She put me on the
I
plane.
love Miss Ringer, man. Miss Ringer was my
He's Bishop, man. Bishop just passed.
Well,
R.I.P.,
she
man.
put you on a plane. Tell me that story.
Okay,
Why?
So, again, at this point now, like, this is, I'm kind of like the bitter kid, and I'm rapping, and I'm bitter, and you know, my father really wasn't. He was in Chicago. He wasn't around, so I lightweight that flunk. And we had a strike that year. The year before, I don't know if people remember. Like,
Yeah.
my school had a strike, and we was just doing what we wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
What was you bitter about, though?
Oh, cause I lost my fight. In my mind, I went from being a prince of a city, right? Like I do what I want to.
Yeah.
I don't care about money. I get everything I want, like everything. If Kevin, I get everything I want, and then crack comes, and now I'm losing everything. Now my father just one day takes me to McDonald's and say, "You live with your mom now." You know what I'm saying? I go from having a 2-acre home that I could go play a whole football. You remember that house over there on Grant?
Yeah.
Like 2 acres of land, playing football every day, the greatest little dog, you know, the best house. I live in an apartment on Catawba. You know, when you go on Catawba and you get to Fairview, it's a church right before Fairview.
Yeah.
It's a little 4-bedroom. The bottom right is my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That's what we started. Like I'm more bitter because I don't have my father. You feel me? Like I'm so daddy's dude. Like this a dude.
So-
just
All right. You said something that we let's go here for a minute. Crack comes.
crack come.
Yeah.
Your pops started
Everybody,
using crack.
Everybody gets involved in crack somehow.
In one way, shape, or
Kevin,
form.
as you recall, my older brother leaves the house early. That's kind of what the circumstances are coming. So my brother finds out I'm still a kid. I still don't really know what's going on. And even when I see like drugs on my table, like this is when it's just soft. When it's soft on my table and on mirrors and whatnot, I'm going to school. I'm never relating
That to-
what's happening
Right.
at my house to like what we're reading about in drugs. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a dare kid. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Dare kid,
Yeah.
kids off drugs.
Right.
I'm never relating it. And at this point, my brother's like physically making songs about like what our family's going through. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm listening to the songs, I'm still not.
Oblivious, still over your head.
It's like
This music.
Yeah, okay, my mom's smoking pipe. It's like, and I just remember like everything just being so under turmoil at the time. Like rest in peace to my stepmother. Made me feel
R.I.P.
like
Mama Love.
we was real family from the moment she met me.
Yeah.
She never made me feel like a stepchild ever. And ironically, while I love my mother to death and me and my mom have the greatest bond, I still feel me and my stepmother's bond at one point was even more so than my mother, you know. But things just got funny. Like everyone got real. Like my stepmom's addiction made her just very just unavailable and unaware. And I feel like she was only there for me to be in trouble at that point during those years. So it had me kind of like allowed to do stuff that I probably shouldn't have been allowed to do.
Right.
And then by the time my father would come be involved, his attention span was just like he's paying attention just for discipline moments.
Right.
Like everything else, you don't care. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, and I just kind of lost but I'm a kid, so I'm not really paying as much attention to it. I'm still playing. I'm still like
Right.
And then that's why I think even though when I look back at it and I realize how much we were really losing, like I remember watching my grandfather used to give me 50s and 20s, like literally every time I met him or seen him, should I say? Like I would see my granddaddy get like Pokey 20, 50. I had a bank of 2 Coca-Cola things, and I had them filled with dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are 20s and 50s.
Yeah.
And I would only pay attention to the change because I'm a kid. And when I go see my grandma,
Next thing,
I
shiny
go to the
change.
store at Floyd's store on Ardmore, I can go on Ardmore 3rd and go to Floyd's store and bring all the candy. Or when I go to the yard, which used to be right there on 3rd Street and Paul Owens Dunbar, used to be a store right there. On
Yeah.
the corner also.
Right down the
I used to
corner.
have the quarters and the change. So I remember watching it dwindle. You know what I'm saying? Watching first all the bills going, and I not caring all the bills going.
Yeah.
But then watching my
Change go too.
I'm just like, damn, like I don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm a kid, like, and ironically, shout out to my bro, like Kevin's just not there no more. So I don't have nothing even to base off Kevin. It's just me.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm getting in trouble. I remember the first time I think something was bad. Like my mom was so based out one day. She was like, "Pokey, go upstairs and give me that brush." And I'm like, "All right." And I come upstairs and I come down with a brush. She's like, "What are you doing? I told you to give me the comb, and you bringing me a brush. I told you to give me the comb." So I take the brush back upstairs.
Bring the comb.
Bring down the comb, and she said, "Pokey, where's that brush?" Right?
Wow.
And I remember like that mind frame, even young, thinking like this ain't how mom act. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She's like, "I'm gonna call your dad. I'm tired." And like she called him, and he he was at work at the yard, and he was pissed. You know what I'm saying? And I remember him being so angry, telling me like, "You got her calling me, whatever. Get your boy. This is real whooping time. I don't know what these kids do now. This is the '80s.
Right, yeah.
Real,
For sure.
circle whoopers, right?
Yeah.
So I'm terrified my dad about to come whoop me. He comes home, and nothing happened. And the next day, nothing happens. And the next day, nothing happens. And so now I'm like, oh, well, it's over with. Mind you, at this point, these guys are to their word. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
So by the time I let it go, like on a Sunday or something, or a Monday, like, it was a Sunday, he tears into me. Like it just happened that day.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? The conversation was like it was that day.
Right.
I was like, damn, like, and I remember like I grew up a little bit that day. Like that day, because I could remember like this is not
Norm.
regular how this has ever went. You know, things was just kind of just going crazy in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? Stuff was just looking crazy. All the stuff just started kind of missing. The house used to be overtly clean. My father and my dad, I'm sure you also, very particular. My dad brought my mom a lot of great gifts over time that I also watched one by one, like just things leave, things that I was so used to seeing just go.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then, then that one day we go to McDonald's and he's like, live with your mom. You know what I'm saying? I remember getting with my mom and first getting another bike. I wanted my bike. I had a Stu Thompson. He brought me a Stu Thompson Huffy. I wanted my bike.
Yeah.
And my dude was like, man, you think it's still over there? And I'm like, man, I'm gonna go. So I rode my bike over there. And I go up in that house. The house is open. And I remember going to someone squatting in the house, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't even care, bro. Like, it's crazy because I'm watching, like, I'm in my old house, and it's not that old. It's like a year later. You know what I'm saying? And I get my bike.
Your bike was in?
Your bike was in there.
Yeah, good stuff.
Hold on, that bike was so I get my bike, and that was the most geeked ever. And that's following that summer, I ride that bike to, there used to be a pool off Main Street. I'm trying to think of the name. It was like a center, and they had not a center, like a bad kids type home, and they had a pool in the back. It's right headed towards, if you're going down Main Street across from like where Roosters and shit is.
Shawnee Acres?
Sean Akers, yeah.
So we go over there.
I had probation as a youth over there.
I want to say his name is Sean Ruspin. He steals my bike from the pool, bro. This like 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade. Bro.
Wait, like,
Did
did you see him steal it?
Nah, they just told me.
Oh, all right.
And this is the thing. Sean Ruspin, man, in 6th grade, this is my homie. You know what I'm saying? Now we're with the Kaiser. and I guess it's open season or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go up in the hood of Five Oaks to go get my bike back. And I remember losing the fight, but getting my bike. Shout out to Sean. I remember not wanting to fight Sean. Like, because I said in 6th grade, this is my homie. Yeah. And now, like, and I don't know, man, ironically, a lot of things in dating, I feel like those years, for some reason, changed. Like, when we was younger, it really, bro, Dayton had green grass.
Yeah.
Everybody was kind of real off. My father knew all these musicians. We hung out at houses with all these great people. Shout out to Maddoxes, who now they preaching and got their church now. Like, I used to be at these places early on. And just,
Hit your mic, Pope.
Huh?
Hit your mic.
Yeah, like I remember like not even locking our doors. Like, you feel me? And I stayed in Westwood.
Bro, Dayton was wonderful. I remember getting dollars. Rest in peace to Roger. Roger used to come up my street and give me dollars to like jump squares. I'm talking about full white suit, fresh to death. Roger Trotman. Man, jump this square. Like I was like some kind of circus sideshow.
Right.
Real
Like
life.
for him, right.
I mean, in general, I think at the time that's what my father was kind of raising me to be. Like, I had a conversation with my child's mother like a couple other day about how powerful my father and my uncle was. You know what I'm saying? When I was 7, 8 years old, I was doing 20 pull-ups on his arm. I don't know if you got a kid.
Yeah, I got.
How old is your kid?
I got 2 7-year-olds and I got 17-year-olds.
7-year-old can do 20 on your arm?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a fairly I'm hitting 20. I'm tiring out. Him and my uncle be just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's strong.
Huh?
You talking about the strength of your father?
My
at
father,
this point.
yeah, my father and my uncle were just mammoth, amazing. Bro, I'm talking about just amazing willpower, and they commanded the city. So to watch me, in my mind, to watch everything go from I do what I want to.
Why'd you live with your dad, bro?
Because my father is the most stubborn willpower person. My father, we come from bad stuff, bro. You feel me? He wasn't the best person to anybody, essentially, who was with. But I understand that he also comes from my grandfather, who was a tough person. My version of my grandfather and my dad's version are completely different versions.
So, like, your dad
Took custody.
He made sure that
He
you
stole.
came with him.
He made sure that she got nothing. He made sure that my mom had the worst way. He went out of his way to stop jobs. Like he's
him.
Yeah, he raw beef.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't have a negative thought on my father at this point in my life. I understand that there's just things of being a grown, especially black man in that era that I don't understand about, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But a lot of the black men I know from that era are like this. You know what I'm saying?
Could your dad actually give you, at the point where he was not willing to let you go with your mom, was he in better position to take care of you?
The first 2 years, he was mother of the year in preschool. He was mother of the year in first grade. My father is an amazing. I will take nothing away. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He did 4-year-old me. He's amazing. 5-year-old me. He's the greatest ever. I'm talking about every toy, bro. Everything I ever. You know how some kids like, man, I had to wait for Nintendo. I had Nintendo day one. I had Pogo Ball day one. I had every Voltron immediately. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know that this is hard to get because I got best friends who got none of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My god brother used to say, man, coming to your house is like going to an amusement park. My god brother Mike Fleetwood, shout out Mike Fleetwood. He be singing sometimes. But yeah, he'll be like, man, going to your house is like an amusement park. You know what I'm saying? Right. So watching how my father, like, that version of me, bro, yeah, he was. Do I think he was better than my mom at that? I don't know if that's the thing, man.
The word ain't. I don't. Yeah,
this is what I'm gonna say. I don't know if the circumstance of him.
Resources.
He had more resources than almost anybody.
Yeah.
But the circumstances that he made my mom have to go through. Yeah. I'm positive that most. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to move around when your ex-husband is the guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even boyfriend, no one wants to try. Like, everyone's terrified. You know what I'm saying? I mean, real life, I've watched grown men love my mom, like, propose, terrified of this man. Terrified, bro. So, my father's a special character. A special character, bro. He's just, You know what I'm saying? He's a special character, good and bad. You know, I've watched him whoop cops. I've watched him whoop. I'm talking about. I one time jumped my bike into a street in Ellesmere and landed this guy was speeding and my bike landed and I rolled over the car. My dad then jumped out, run up the street, gun and hoe, whoop up on dude, pull him out the car. I mean, he's 100 with this. He's not playing. Like, so I think the things that I witnessed also put respect and fear in me, because this is real. Like, yeah. You know, so I had went through a point of being abused at one point in life with my sister's mom for like about a year or so. Real bad abuse, like
Just hitting on you and stuff.
It was mental and physical, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about wiping people's asses and sticking tissue. Just wild abuse. And you know what's crazy? My little sister. Shout out to my little sister, man. She always be like, man, you a bitch ass nigga, always hold on to old shit or whatever. And I'm like, yo, your brothers was like 12 and 15 when this is happening. They know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So as an adult, man, fuck you niggas. Like, we can't cross paths. Your mom got a pass one time because of my daughter was with my youngest daughter, saved her life because I was going to knee her face. That abuse ended in one morning. I'm changing clothes, I think for a picture day, ironically. And I got on like the stuff I sleep in so my dad don't see my bruises. And I had bruises up and down my arms, up and down my back. I mean, real bad, bro. Like, so he's like, Pokey, take that shirt off. And I'm just like reluctant. And he's like, Pokey, took the shirt off. He's ironing the shirt. My father's ironing my shirt. That's what I'm saying. He's dead. He was a great dad at this point, bro. You feel me? He's ironing the shirt and he's like, take that shirt off. And I remember, even to this day, the only real time I ever heard fear or crying in my father's voice is him looking at my body that day. You know what I'm saying? Listening to how broken he was. Pokey, what is this? And feeling him rub down and me having to flinch every time he comes across a bruise. What is this? Who did this? And I'm like, Glenda. Well, first I wasn't even going to say because she made it very clear. Like, I feared the lady. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How old are you, bro?
At that time, I'm like 4, 5.
Yeah.
This before, I'm like 4 or 5. My mom and them, okay, weirdly enough, I thought about this when my mom talked about it. Great man, but he had to been just dropping bitches and bringing up bitches because that's how it seems in my life. You feel me? There's my mom, and then it's Glenda, and then at one point it was a little bit of white chick that was there. Then there was this other chick there, and the next thing he's marrying my stepmom. I swear that's how it felt in my mind. But yeah, he left the room that day. I'm talking about like stormed into the bedroom. Do. You hear whatever happens in there. You been to the house on Ellesmere, all right? This is the first house Kevin stayed at. Carry her down the stairs and gets to the porch, bruh. And from the porch, he tossed her to the mid of those the middle of the stairs that go down. He tossed her from the porch to the middle of that. You know what I'm saying? Thing.
Yard.
Yeah, and hit the And that was the last.
Hit the what?
Hit the concrete, like the concrete stairs, and I remember she just like, Kyle. And I remember a piece.
You watched it, Paul?
Hell yeah, I watched that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm a Duncan, bro. The stuff that Duncans that I've lived through, that they've shown me. My father, bro, rapper PP. I'm peaceful, but you will be punished. Period. And that's just it. You won't play with me. You won't play with my name. You won't play with my honor. I remember a blackjack stung me one time. My father got this blackjack and tortured it in front of me with a lighter. Nothing's gonna touch you. I got bit by a Doberman, the twins next door. Kevin, what was their names? They was twins that lived next door. I don't know if you remember them. They dog went crazy and bit through the garage. They lived next door to Huffy and them. Huffy, I grew up 2 doors down from Huffy. Shout out to Huffy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Huff was the man. But the dog next door go crazy. The guys in the house next to me was jacking them. They shut the doors on me. So now I gotta try to jump the porch to get to my door. I jump the porch. I get to the stair. That dog got my ass.
Literally.
Like on Friday.
That's a bar. Dog got your ass, literally.
By the time I yell out, I'm talking about I yelled. I felt like 2 seconds before my dad was at this door on this dog's ass. You hear me? Boom! And it kicked the dog and flew off. Come on, motherfucker! Like my father is not going to play with you,
Right.
which is also why I'm not going to play with him,
Right.
Because I know that, because of how we live, that he means that. You know what I'm saying? And he's shown me as things got worse and better, and then worse again through the years, that his willpower is beyond anything I may have ever seen or know, and I try my hardest to try to pick up and embrace that, which is also why I don't look down or negative at things because I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I say that to my kids. My kids right now, as I'm sure you're going through, there's great times and bad times, but they really don't know what's going on
At all.
You know what I'm saying? When you going through your worst,
They don't
you
know.
don't know. When you or her have a moment that's really the moment, they don't know. When you lose somebody that's important to you, when your job goes bad, when the car breaks down, when you don't know. So I'm never gonna act like I know what it caused them to smoke dope or snort cocaine
very good
or get
insight,
drunk
bro.
or you know what I'm saying. I've never drank a beer my whole life. I watched my father be an alcoholic in his words, an alcoholic, because the alcohol is what opened the gates to the coke, which opened the gates to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that my father, I don't think of him ever as a drug addict because I know that he, unlike a lot of people, unlike even like my stepmom, I feel like my stepmom had to fight not doing drugs the whole time.
Right.
I felt like once my dad decided it's over with,
It was over with.
it was
Party's
over
over.
with. It's over with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And his willpower is
A1.
bruh. I mean, like my grandfather. So rest in peace, my grandfather, bro. Like our story starts like that. My family's story starts with an 11-year-old Fred Duncan being hung by his stepfather in the front yard, left there to die after being hung and whipped on, and his uncle had to come to the yard, unnoose my grandfather, nurse him back to health, get him to about 12 and a half, give him 2 guns, and send him on his way. You're a grown man.
That's
now.
granddad?
That's my grandfather.
Damn.
You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
the king, man.
So yeah, like his father was a professor and just left him. His father was a professor then and just left his family. You know what I'm saying? So we come from some very smart people, but we went through a lot of trauma to get here. So that's why I always look at everything from just because you don't know. You a kid, man.
Right.
You be happy how you came up. I'm happy that my father got to show me the amazing sides of Dayton. I feel bad that my children won't know what the yard smells like. I smell the dirt from the salvage yard.
Yeah.
I used to throw washers and dryers as a 7-year-old. I'm throwing dryers and washers. I know people that can't
Do it
lift it
now.
as 2, and we throwing these things. Me and my shout out to my cousin Boy. Like I smell the yard.
Right,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? My kids won't know what that feels like, man. My kids don't know what it feels like to be a Duncan in a place that looks up to Duncans at that time.
Right,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
So like, what was it like transitioning to Chicago?
It was terrible.
You feel me? I mean, and the principal dropping you off, right?
Principal, so Miss Ringer, I had straight F's. I have no idea how I passed Kaiser shout out. Y'all should probably look into that somehow. I had straight F's. I did no work.
Miss Ringer was a real one, man. I love Miss Ringer, man.
Shout out Kiwanis. Me and Kiwanis, I was somehow helping Kiwanis. I don't know, but I tell you,
Wait, you got straight S helping somebody with their homework?
yeah, he was passing for sure.
You a legend. Go ahead.
Yeah, he was passing. My nigga was, shout out to Kiwanis. He'll tell you flat out. My nigga was my enforcer. He the same size now as he was in 7th grade. Kiwanis was tearing through shit, bro. Like, he flipped the teacher, Mr. Romick, over his shoulder, bro. He's not, this was like, we did what we wanted to do at Kaiser. Anyone who say different, we was downstairs. You know, the upstairs dudes had all like the athletes and the cool, decent grade guys. We downstairs with where the ruckus is at. You know what I'm saying? I remember, shout out to Coach Chronic in 8th grade.
Coach Crowder.
Hey, they was like, Kenneth Red coming. Like, it was
He told me this story about y'all get into it.
they was talking about Coach like he was, bruh, like the most terrible person was coming, and you gotta be scared. I'm coming off of like, nigga, I'm a Duncan. You feel me? At that time, I'm like, man, whatever, man. I don't care. And I had a couple. I had girlfriends.
Right.
I was doing too much, and one of the girls that I liked, Coach liked. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we had some words, and it wasn't nothing slick. I saw him at Stuart Patterson. I played ball up there and saw him and shit. This 8th grade. This after I visited. So I'm like, yeah, whatever, and it's cool. And coach was funny. He didn't even remember this story. I'm like, bro, so we get in the restroom downstairs, and he come with two of his homeboys, and they jump me in the restroom. You know what I'm saying?
Coach Chronic and his people jump
me in the restroom. But again, to be all the way fair, I think that someone had also said things to coach that I was like, because I'm definitely a person that's like, I don't give a whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like his homies, they wasn't going for no disrespect during those years.
Right.
Like, I'm just being real. And shout out to Kaiser. Kaiser was,
Yeah.
it was, bruh.
Yeah.
Anyone who went to Kaiser those years, I'm 41 right now.
It was loose. Like, I mean, like, we could, like, run the halls. Like, we'd go across the street to UDF. We'd walk down the street to Stuart Patterson, go hoop during the day.
And it was fighting every day.
Fighting every day. At the basketball court. It was like a card store next door where like the bus stop was at. Bro, we used to.
Kaiser was lit.
It was lit, bro. Like, I
some
swear.
niggas that say lit. You know what's crazy? The one
Walking
thing I
down
liked
Leo
about-
Street.
is one thing that I liked about Kaiser that kept me like going, bro. And this is how much at that time I loved my dad, and was, like I said, I was broken. Like, I didn't have my father.
Mm-hmm.
So I walked down the hallway to the gym, and his picture is on the class pictures
Mm-hmm.
up there. You know what I'm saying? My father's a part of the class that came over to Kaiser when black people was first allowed to. You know what I'm saying? They had to fight the white people every day.
I bet your dad didn't mind.
Nah, they speak about it. They speak about it like when he was growing up. But I remember looking at that picture, and for some reason, just like, I don't know, like, I kind of belong here, even though I don't really like it here. And it's not I belong here.
Yeah, kind of like, your dad went there. You followed in his footsteps.
Yeah, so
For sure.
So that's what I mean. Kaiser was a great trip. It was. I have no complaints. Again, I don't know how I graduated because I'm telling you flat out, bro. I had straight F's, bro.
Okay.
And she passed me, and this ringer passed me, and then she put me on a plane to Chicago. My father stayed on 47th and Drexel. Okay. And yeah, it was when I first got there, my first visit was there. The first time that I saw somebody get bodied was there. The first time, like, was the visit, not the me moving. Mm-hmm. My visit is the first time I saw gang banging at a real level of, like, I was on 47th and Drexel, across from Drexel Park. I watched real Mickey Cobras going in. I learned to play ball on 49th and Lakeshore. That was the court that R. Kelly would come and pave and renew. It was an amazing experience. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody. I just wouldn't, bro. And then, by the time we get to school's about to start, my father moves to Palatine, northwest suburbs of Chicago. So now I'm in the northwest suburbs, and it's in my mind, this is the thing. I remember thinking, like, it's going to be great because that's how he explained it to me. It's going to be a wonderful time. And the only suburbs I had seen at that time was Deerfield, which he had rich people that lived there. So I remember thinking it's going to be like that, and it was not. Yeah, we fought Mexicans every day, I'm going to say, for like the first 3 months. Right. This is no exaggeration. Like, shout out Isaac Butler if he ever catches this. Shout out JoJo. Like, we fought every day. Right. We fought every day. Every day Latin Kings was on our ass. Every day Pachuco's on our ass. Every day we fought. Right. And then I was kicking. That's when the rapping kind of started. Because I started kicking raps on the way to school. I kick raps after the fight. I kick raps about the fight. I kick raps about, and everybody be laughing. Like, it'd just be like, oh man, listen to Poke about to kick these raps. And then I would call someone something. His name would stick. You know what I'm saying? If I was like, yeah, Dashes, they'd be like, Dashes.
Yeah, from now on,
yeah. So, like, I just remember thinking, like, and we was all rapping like Twister at that time.
Word. So, like, super fast, rapid pace.
Yeah. Shout out Nate Bennett, man. Nate Bennett was definitely the one who made us take it more serious. Right. Because Nate went and recorded raps and went. And I was like, oh snap! Like, hold on now. Right. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Palatine matured me. Right. You feel me? Dayton is where I'm born at. Palatine matured me because I had to live through some outrageous moments. I had to live through being attempt murders and kidnappings and
all kind of wild shit that go along with the Chicago lifestyle.
I mean, we was, like I said, at that time, Cabrini Green, Robert Taylor Homes, all these things were being gentrified and closed by the guy y'all elected as president eventually. They was moving black people from their homes. I have friends that had never left a block ever, and
Which
now
guy?
Joe Biden.
Barack Obama.
Oh, I thought Biden.
Barack Obama, man. They got a house and built by some Italians and all kind of shit, and they tore down all these projects, saying they had to build a new United Center, and they tore down the United Center, which was nothing wrong. This is Jordan's home at that point, or at that time, you know what I'm saying? If you remember, nothing was wrong with the United Center. They tore it down, and they tore down Robert Taylor, tore down Cabrini, tore down all this stuff, and they gave them vouchers to the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? So all they did was take a lot of the stuff that was already happening, you know what I'm saying? So by the time I'm going into my sophomore, junior year, now a lot of the places that I would feel comfortable driving to are becoming like government in Huffman Estates becomes the gov.
Right.
And it's nothing but GDs, and they let the GDs in the dough, and they let BDs and out there, and then you start seeing Vice Lord sets come out there, and like I said, Latin Kings were already out there. Mexicans had already owned these places, so just had to survive. I mean, being black, you had to survive, and then you had a white high school, which real life is separated by train tracks. You know what I'm saying? On one side of the tracks is the apartments and the people who got some Section 8s and all that, and across the train tracks is $1 million houses and white kids who drive Volkswagen Beetles and what was that cool car that came out that year? Prowlers, and it was like, well, these white kids had money, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it taught us a lot about a lot of things, racism. We was living like adults, I feel like, in high school. By the time my brother, like I say, he leaves at 16, right before I even left the house. Next time I get to really be around my brother is now when I'm 16. I'm about 15, 16, and I come to visit. I think I smoked weed at that time. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, I smoke weed now, bro. Like, I'm trying to be like
cool with them.
It's my bro. You
Right.
feel me? He had the van at this point. Smed was on 3rd at this point.
Yes, sir. The legendary shot.
Yeah. So he's and that's home base, real life. So when I come in town, like, I'm going with bro, like, oh, Smed. I remember feeling just loved again. You feel me? Because I hadn't been to Ohio since, like, at that point, like, years.
Yeah, after you've been fighting and banging it out every day.
Man.
Yeah.
And it's love.
Right, to come back home and feel the love.
He introduced, like, we go to the shop, it's like, oh, poke, da, 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 and all this, whatever. He introduces me to Chill, all right?
Yeah.
Chill, Chill is willing to die for me that night. You feel me? And I remember thinking, like, bro, I miss this so much, but I also don't want to, like, I also want to go home because I got bitches at that time. I was like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
But, like, we went to some bootleg ass place, bro, and that's the first time I met Chill, bro. Like, he took me and my brother, we met him at some shit on Hoover. But it's like a little club or something.
Maximilian.
There you
Maximilians,
go.
Maximilians, yeah. Shout out to the Maximilians.
Club,
Yeah,
and some pimp nigga is not feeling Kev. Because Kev, bro, at that time, my brother is, I don't know if people going to give it the respect, but my brother's that nigga at that time. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like, females is concerned and how people move. Everybody had their own lane.
Yeah.
But Kevin just got this appeal that, like,
Females,
I don't know,
yeah.
bro. Like, and it'd be weird how it happened, too, because it be just like, they just be on it. And we at the spot, I'm visiting, and some older dude is salty because the chick that did Kevin, and Chill is like, I don't give a what he talking about. I got the shotty in the trunk. You gonna need the shotty in the trunk. I got my, like, Chill is not playing. And then I'm like, bro, should we get out of here? And he look at me like, little bro, ain't nothing going. Mind you, I'm 15, 16. What am I doing in the club with these grown ass niggas? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's my bro, and that's how he made me feel. It didn't feel like my stepbrother. It felt like my brother. And his brothers are my brothers.
Right.
And no one's going to let nothing happen to. It was like, man, it was great visiting. You know what I'm saying? Then he decides, I think, after a minute to come move up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he didn't like it as much. Kevin was an Ohio boy from the Max. And don't get me wrong, he went back to definitely for some reason leaving the job and hustling again.
Yeah.
But, like, the gang shit, just, it didn't resonate with bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm talking about this. Like, if you ever get my bro up here, like, bro, listen what I'm saying. Like, he's witnessed, like, his version of me change that when he first gets there. I think I got into a fight in front of him like the first day. Like the first day he's walking to the store, we going to the store, Mexican come around the corner like, what's up? Like we working. He like, damn, Poke is like we like it's this is life here, bro. Like I'm banging every day, you know what I'm saying? And I get the laugh still. I'm a smiling this nigga ever, you know what I'm saying? Because nothing phases me. Until my homeboy Peanut came, we never was getting shot at. My dude Peanut, shout out to Peanut, he comes and that's what started us getting shot at and all that stuff. My bro comes around that time, you know what I'm saying? So he's seen
come right when the shit
when
big.
it gets real, and it's real. So I think he just wasn't feeling that for a while. It didn't last that long. And my father is still my father, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'll even tell that part way later down the road. But my father's still my father, and it's just
It's
oil
hard to
and
do.
water, bro.
Right.
Oil and water.
Well, Wally is very strong-willed himself too. Like, you know, he got his strong will, but when you stand with somebody else, it's they will, and then your dad
He's a
is
dick.
shit.
He gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You stay with him, and you ain't doing what he wants you to do.
Yeah.
You bum ass nigga. You gonna be in my house like a bum, bro? This nigga is a killer, bro.
Yeah.
And if you not
No holds barred.
no holds barred. You ain't shit. If you ain't doing what he wants you to do. But I remember my first time I heard my brother cry when we was on Grant. First time, probably the only time my brother cried. He had used my dad's tools to fix the Cordoba and do some shit on the Cordoba. And my dad took this nigga up to his room and whooped him. I'm talking about Kevin ain't a small kid like that. This is chubby Kevin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drug this nigga upstairs like a cat, like a nothing. Ooh, deep voice, ooh. Hey, and I'm in my room laughing all the time. This nigga just laugh when I'm crying. But over some tools, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that never stopped. They beefed over tools in Palatine. They beefed over tools in Indiana. They beefed over it's like, man, it just never stopped, bro. It just never stopped. So I remember like my father being tough on Kevin up there, and then he moved my little sister up there a little shortly after that, and him trying to be real good to my little sister. I hadn't seen her at that point since she was maybe like 3, since the abuse situation. So I hadn't seen her like physically at all, maybe but 1-2 times in between.
Damn, so he had a child with the woman that he threw out the house for
My little
abusing
sister,
you. But he left her that day for the abuse of you.
Yeah. He wasn't playing with that.
Damn.
He wasn't, man. I don't know. I have no idea where our disconnect happens as far as me and my father.
Yeah.
But that version of my father is not, when I say is like I run the earth.
Right.
Yeah.
I could literally be like, my dad will beat your dad, and I mean that though. And I'll call this nigga over here. We will show back up, and he will beat your ass. He'll beat your dad's ass and be like, and it's nothing. Bro, my man, one time
He be shadow boxing with my dad.
I got in trouble. I got in trouble in preschool.
No, it's not to my dad, man.
For not sleeping one day. You know what I'm saying? The lady, this dude was messing with me. This little boy was like starting shit with me. And I'm a good kid at this point. Like, he's starting. I keep my head, but I think he related to the preschool teacher lady. So she like whips, this is doing switches. She switches me. So I tell my grandma, like, man, you know what I'm saying? This lady didn't switch me because I can't get to sleep. The little boy keep messing with me. I don't even know this boy. And she like, he messing with you? I'm like, yeah. Man, grandma takes me to the next day. Instead of having my dad drop me off, she comes up there. She pulls the gun on the lady. You ain't going to be putting nothing ever hit my grandson, right? Where the little boy at, Pokey? I said, that's him. Come here, little boy. Get to work. Me and the little boy, I bang the little boy out. Grandma got a gun on this lady the whole time. Don't nobody go to jail. Don't nobody. Man, my grandma, listen what I'm saying, bro. Being a Duncan it was special in the 80s, bro. It felt like I felt like Jesus. I felt like I could do everything but walk on water, and I tried so hard that athletically I had to be better than everybody because I wanted to be the best for this nigga. Right. So there was nothing that could stop me. I ran through wall. I can't remember ever being tackled without me wanting to go down. I took a kneecap. The kneecap went behind my leg. My father turned it back around. We went to the hospital. They did whatever. I'm playing football the next day with a brace on, still carrying 5-6 niggas on my back. Like, I felt unbeatable, bro. I cried all the time because I was emotional over, like, I think I didn't have my mom, you feel me? So I cried a lot, but as far as, like, yeah, we whooped everything. Shout out to all my cousins, Geneva, Cheryl. My female cousin Cheryl was a year older. She whooped everything. She whooped me until I was like 14. Like, I couldn't whoop. Like, they're just a fighting family. My cousin Boy is the third. He's my, Fred the third. He's not playing.
Right.
Boy gonna whoop you.
Yeah.
He gonna show up and scrap. These dudes stole my bike. Boy hunted them down. He hunted down the niggas who stole my bike on Siebenthaler. Found these niggas on Main and BP and beat life out these niggas and brought me not only my bike but they bike. My cousin was like, this is how my family. I felt like my family was like,
Yeah.
amazing, you know what I'm saying? And then when my father left, I just didn't have access to nobody.
Right.
So now I'm without a family because unless my mom brings me over there to see you,
Yeah.
I don't have nobody.
She ain't really fucking with your dad's side of the family.
Nah, because she went through what she went through, which I don't even get that story till we're adults.
Yeah.
She don't tell me the real, like, I had to walk from Ellesmere to Ardmore on 3rd with one shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I see cousins that's like, man, last time I saw you, your mom had your dad on the hood of the car, and like this, the stories, like the real stuff that go on. You know what I'm saying? Which full circle, bro, about kids not knowing what parents is going. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I really be pushing for my kids. I don't believe in relationships like that, but I also don't believe in children of any age before finding out who you really are, what you like. You shouldn't date until you can afford your own, pick her up in your car. Anytime you have sex, you disrespect one of y'all. You ain't at your own place. That means you at somebody's mama's house or your house, mama's house, or in the back of a trash can or on the grass at the park. Like, all this shit is trash, you know what I'm saying? And you don't even know what you like yet. You don't even know who you are. So all I've ever seen is broken people making more broken people, and all these stories are horrendous. All our parents' stories, grandparents' stories, these are horrendous stories. So to stop this on my end, I tell my kid, I don't believe in none of that shit. I want you having no relationships. I don't want you like don't. But I have I'm terrible. Let me find a girl like you. Hey, bro, you got 3 days. You got 3 days to get her gone. Because if I got to get her gone, it's gonna be terrible. My daughter is 17. She ain't no boyfriend yet. She ain't had no. I'm not going. Her mom ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it only blocks knowing who you are, bro.
Right.
We've never seen no one win. Some of the greatest people was on the greatest path, and then they stopped because of so-called love. And as I'm sure everybody know, like, yo, these are, especially when you 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, these are fleeting feelings because you don't know what you really even like yet.
Right.
You don't even know who you really are.
Yeah, but like we gonna get to like the kids and all that, but back to where we was at, like in the story. So back from Chicago, you visiting back and forth.
Yeah.
How do you transition back to the date and then get into the music?
I visit back, and then I do a couple visits, maybe like 15, 16. Shout out Yaakov Yisrael. I brought him down one year. He was my homie. He wanted me to stay playing football. He was ranked every year at the point. He ended up going to Penn State, first team All-American on defense and whatnot. I get back to Dayton after I graduated. Mind you, my father at 17 decides he's moving to Indiana. And I had to decide if I was going to stay by myself. So I just stayed in Chicago by myself, you know what I'm saying, or in Palatine by myself. Shout out to my homie Daniel, my little Polish homeboy. We got a little spot. I was up there by myself, bro, and I didn't go back to Ohio. I stayed and I did as much as I could. I graduated, and the money was all slow, and I had little rap stuff that I was a part of. The first time I battle rap was up there. Shout out to MC Juice. You ever heard of MC Juice?
MC Juice, yeah.
MC Juice is the guy who battled Eminem in Rap Olympics. The first time I really like touched a stage mic, MC Juice was throwing raves, like parties. You know what I'm saying? So at these parties they had like actual people battle rapping. I'm coming from like, we doing street shit. You know what I'm saying? I jump on stage with this white boy say some shit about entering my left ventricle and my heart and stopping my heart. It was just the first time I heard like,
Might be Lyrical Miracle with you.
yeah, like battle rap wise.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And I was so angry that I was getting like shitted on like this. Like, I want to fight. Like, I remember like, man, I want to fight this nigga. This nigga is shitting on yourself, vicious right there. Enter your left ventricle and stop your heart. And I was just like, man, I'm about to fuck this dude up. I was up there to sell fake X pills. So we'll go to the raves with like GMC supplements. They'd be like, oh,
you want one of them?
Yeah.
Pop one of them.
You gonna need some water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the old hustles.
Shout out,
yeah. But yeah, I was up in there, and I remember just getting 8, you know, and going to high school the following Monday, and just being like, telling my friends like, bro, these dudes are like, there's something different going on, you know. And only one knew what I was talking about was this white boy who had tapes. Yeah. He had tapes of like rap battles and rap Olympics before. He had Scribble Jam. I didn't know Scribble Jam was even in Ohio when I was in high school. I didn't know that was an Ohio thing. Yeah. So he's showing me these tapes, and I'm like, yo, like I can do this stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never, and which brings me, this is beautiful how he circle this place. I've never been a battle rapper. Right. I always just just wanted to be.
You the first person to get typecast as a battle rapper.
Bro, I wanted to be Jizza. I wanted to be Jizza. Right. Okay. I heard. I smoke on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier, the Hellraiser, raising. I want to be that. Right. Whatever that is that I had heard, I had never heard it used like that. I've never heard of the 80s rappers is dope. Yeah. I'm a Kane fan. But they didn't have whatever this. Yeah,
like the wordplay.
Whatever was gritty and happened right there. That was not. It was not Big Daddy Kane. Right. It was not. I mean, the closest was Kool G Rap, but Kool G only gave you a couple little like maybe Esham. Shout out to Esham. It just wasn't until I seen that I knew what I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, I always wanted to be dope, but people would be like, man, when you're dope like that, you gotta battle somebody.
Yeah, like you gotta prove you dope like that
every time. So it started in that situation. I kind of like, I just was good at rapping. I was just good at just kicking raps to the table. So after a couple little bad moves through high school, at the end of high school, I was still hooping crazy at the time. I was going nuts. Shout out to my homie Sam out in Central and Fullerton in Chicago, North Side Chicago. The first house I had was on Thorndale on Broadway, North Side. Actually, no, the first place I stayed on my own was still in Powhatan. The second place was, rest in peace, my homie Kevin Garrett. Kevin Garrett, Drew Class. We was all like 18, 19 inside this one, and Jesse Garcia inside this one townhouse. Yeah. And we was poor. Right. We was eating like GMC supplements as this is how the GMC supplements. One of our homeboys with the GMC, we had to hook up with the supplements. We would use that shit as food sometimes. We used it to hustle sometimes. We would throw a party for rent. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time I realized that somebody that I love will hate on you for a bitch and shit. Like, it was all the lessons came from that household. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homeboy Pito, who I met as a kid that year. Weird story with that area. We in Hanover Park. I can't think of the fucking city right now. Whatever city we in, it's this kid that used to talk about being a rapper first. You feel what I'm saying? Little dark-skinned nigga. And he's always talking, I'm going to be a rapper, bro. And he went to visit New York, came back sounding like New York one time, went to visit L.A., came back sounding like a West Coast nigga. Like, he would just switch up. Yeah. And I remember we used to just clown this nigga because, he really wasn't a street nigga. He wasn't on no gangbang shit, but he would perp all the time. Right. But he would always say he was going to be a rapper. Well, lo and behold, like, unbeknownst to me,
he turned out to be Soulja Boy. Not his play.
Nah, he turned out to be what's the nigga went by? Something City Black. You ever mess with Yuck Mouth? Yes. Okay, the regime was made by Yuck Mouth's homeboy, right? The regime, the squad they claim was made by his homeboy. That's the nigga. What? The nigga who got murdered. Yeah. That was I knew that little nigga as a little 15, 16. Like, he was a kid, bro. Always, I'm gonna be a rapper, bro. I'm gonna be a rapper. And he really went and did it. Like, and it's crazy because my homeboy, when he said it to me, like, as an adult, I remember reading the Source magazines, and dude always had ads, and he had these big shades on, so you can't see his face. I never once related, like, damn, that's the same fucking kid, bro. Yeah. So, I was living through hell, bro. I was kind of just surviving, and then I was like, I went to go stay with my dad for a few months in Indiana.
Yeah, so Gary, Indiana type of area.
He went from Gary to Maryville.
Everybody go from Chicago to Gary, Indiana. Like,
shout out to Gary, man.
Kind of like dating when they say you feel I'm gonna go to Atlanta. It's like that's their Atlanta.
He went to Gary, and then he went to Maryville. Okay.
Right.
And I stayed there like a couple months, but staying with my father is vicious. And then he went to Indianapolis. So I visited him a couple times when he was in Maryville and Gary, but I went to go stay with him a few months in Indianapolis. I also realized too, like I wasn't as dope as I thought I was on the rap side that year. I used to go to the Circle City Classics. So now we heading into like 1920, right? And I'm rapping, but I'm like, I think I'm dope, but I'm not really in a situation to know if I'm dope.
Right.
Everyone around is like, man, you amazing. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm in Indianapolis, I meet this dude, Steve. We kick raps. He cold, I'm cold. We go to Circle City Classics. We had a big cypher start, like 40, 50 people deep in front of the RCA Dome. I'm taking heads off. He taking heads off. It's looking like, I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? True story, bro. So little short dude comes in with a little Warner Brothers chain, like a little tiny Warner Brothers chain, and he's spitting fast as shit, and he's shitting on us. He didn't say some line about me and Steve, like smoking us like red and meth, and like he was just murdering us, right? Hey, bro, what's your name? Yo Gotti.
Get out. What?
Yeah, true story, bro. Murdering me, murdered everyone in this cipher, like in fast, like not like whatever y'all getting now. I'm talking about like you went like he's a killer.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yo Gotti.
And Yo Gotti made me work harder. Yo Gotti,
He took you back to the job.
yeah, like real life, because I'm sitting in front of RCA Dome getting smoked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like damn, bro, like whoever that dude is, and he got a Warner Brothers chain on, like I don't know. We ain't ready yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
he had the starter kit already.
Yeah. So I moved back to Dayton maybe shortly after that, and I went and
The Night Owl.
Man. So first, before we even get there, I moved back to Dayton because my cousin calls me and says, "I got a quarter ounce. I want you to come here, and we're gonna get busy." Right? He already moving. My cousin is my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He went in jail, came out of jail. Now he back hustling.
Right.
We took that quarter ounce to a quarter bird in 3 months. Like now we on the east side, we smashing the east side. It's going like, and that's, so now I got fiends calling me Pope. You know what I'm saying? Fiends is knowing me as Pope, and that's weird to me. My family name is, you know what I'm saying? So we get into a little situation, and I'm like, man, I gotta leave this shit alone eventually. So I'm like, maybe heading into like I'm heading in from 19 to 20. I'm like, I gotta get ready to leave this shit alone.
Yeah.
I got the greatest sales numbers ever, like real life, bro. Like she's measuring my calls because they can't understand how the average return is $200 a week, and my average return is $20. Right. And not only do I not return the money for your shipping, I'm averaging sales from the complaint calls. So you're calling, I'm selling you more stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You got a way of words, huh?
So they thinking I'm cheating or doing something wrong, and I also remember. Weirdly, bro, I remember thinking the first time I was gonna get back into music, I got a call Victoria's Secret, and I talked to Jimmy Jam's wife. Jimmy Jam's wife is like, I'm at Flight Time and whatever. She's like, I'm like, Flight Time. She's like, yeah, I'm like Jimmy Jam. She's like, yeah. She's like, you should send stuff in. Like she's just talking to me, and I'm just like, and I hadn't had no music or nothing, but I remember thinking like, damn, man, that's that easy to
get on,
you know what I'm saying? So they was trying to. I had so many funerals. I had a lot of funerals to go to, and Victoria's Secret wanted to fire me for going to too many funerals. Last funeral being my my little cousin Bear. Her baby got shook to death at Meadowdale. She played tennis. She was an amazing star on the way out, bro. And dude had a baby with her, and then shook her fucking baby to death, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that dude survived. To be honest with you, it was weird. I feel like the family was warned to not kind of do something or something. I don't know. It's the only time I ever seen somebody not be bumblebeed, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, but I was like, I'm quitting. Y'all trying to fire me, and I went to the Night Owl that first Wednesday after I quit work on that Wednesday, and I went in there and I said, who the dopest person in here? And they said, that dude with the dreadlocks right there.
All right, we're gonna stop right there, you guys. We're gonna take a quick break. Make sure everything in here is working the right way. Yeah. And then we'll be right back, man. We got P, the MC in here, man. What an amazing story, bro.
Yeah, man.
What an amazing childhood story, bro. But We ain't nowhere near done, but we'll be right back after this commercial break. Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot-Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up. I'm out your way.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
Don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man. Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Don't ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they said? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can. Yeah! Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot-Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up. I'm out your way.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
Don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man. Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing. Don't ask him to tell that girl from last night to give him some money.
What they said? They said it's slow for real.
I'm about to just ask boss when we get our job that night.
Of course you can. Yeah! Every time I come in the press room, you in the press room. Working on our Stars Hot-Tronic heat press. Using all the vinyl. Making all the picture tees. I like vinyl.
I'm about to just load these boxes up. I'm out your way.
Man, you gotta be a crazy little brother to get fired on your day off. What you get caught stealing boxes for?
Man, I didn't get caught stealing no boxes. He said he caught me though.
You get our rent paid.
Why don't you go in there and ask the girls real fast to see if they help us pay our rent?
Don't sound like a bad plan at all.
What's up, Pops? What's up, Smokey? I'm trying to set up a meeting with the girls, man. Okay.
Y'all wanna help me and Craig pay our rent?
Craig still owe me money from the last time he got me. He gotta learn a lesson. He shouldn't be stealing.
Yes, sir. We back in this thing, man. We want to remind everybody to go to Shiekhs for breakfast. They got the best breakfast in the city by far.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it, bro. Shiekhs for breakfast. Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch, man. Yes, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. They got a good little Caribbean flavor over there. Good old jerk chicken bowl. We definitely had them jerk chicken wings yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Rice and cabbage all in your bowl. It's mixed
It was
up real
amazing.
flair and proper like a Burger King Whopper. Man, real talk. If you ever get injured for any reason, call attorney Michael Wright, 937-222-7477. Let me do a legendary handshake advertisement.
Here we go.
Say somebody's been drinking wine.
Uh-huh.
They make a bad choice.
Yes.
Get in their car.
They do.
Hit you. Go straight to the hospital and call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. Never drink and drive.
Never.
But when you do drink and you're not driving, get you some good old Kiara Wine.
Absolutely.
It will make you feel fine. So when it's time to
Unwind,
and enjoy your time, go ahead and get you a little bit of Kiara Wine.
Don DeMarco. Bang, bang, bang.
I'm a poet. Man, shout out to Jeff Mims, man. Sat down with the
Jeffrey
podcast,
Mims,
man. Told us his whole life story. You feel me? And now he's the mayor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, man, shout out Jeff Mims. Congratulations, bro. We sure that you're going to get in there and do a great job, man. Man, we all are proud of you, man. Way to get it done.
Absolutely.
Last but not least, we got the shoparea.com, man. From the store to your door and for free delivery on whatever it is that you buy. If you about to buy something from Amazon, stop and go to shoparea.com, the shoparea.com. Man, you feel me? Go in there and buy, man. Give her a try. And I'm sure whatever you get will not be a lie.
What? Man, you may need some help over here.
All right, you guys, listen. Peanut, I'm saying stuff they'll remember.
To your store, from the store to your door in 4.
I know.
It's the hardest thing we ever came up with, man.
Nah, bro, listen, man,
You
Sman
stuck
is a
in
legend
the
with
past.
this, bro. Don't nigga, hey, we talking about since Don't Stall Bomb.
Right? Why you sound when you get bumped?
Yeah, my slogan's working, man.
Don't stall.
See, he remembers a slogan I said from 22 years
Don't
ago.
stall bomb.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, man. T-shirtking247.com.
Yeah.
Go for your mouth, the number one go-to designers in the world, and Camera King Studios. You guys, listen, man. We're not taking enough pictures in here. We got a photography studio in here. Bring your family here. Let us snap you up. You get all the pictures. We take about 100 pictures, around 100 pictures in a half an hour, and you get all your pictures.
Bring your unhatched babies out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Your unhatched
Let's go,
ones.
bro. And it don't got to be your family. You just come in here and do what you do, and then you post your pics on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We do product. We do product pictures as
Are
well.
you starving for likes? Then come to the Camera King Studio,
Uh-huh.
bro, and get them pictures taken, and we'll up your social status. All right, y'all, man. Dash Resource.
Let's get it.
No S. Dash Resource. Man, we teach you, and I say we.
Yeah.
I'm on the team right now. Bro.
Sure.
We teach you how to get that big old bag, man. Sell stocks, not dope.
Uh-huh.
Man. All right, dope is a trap. They even call it a trap. So peep game and sell stocks instead. Sell stocks, not dope, man. Every Sunday right here, man, on this channel, T-Shirt Kings Studios. I don't know. Watch it right here though. You actually watch it on.
They're gonna be broadcasted
Peanut-
everywhere.
Peanut Johnson's page, you guys.
Yeah.
Sell stocks, not dope, man. He does an outstanding job. You guys will
Thank you.
really love it, and you'll learn something, man. How to make money. That's what we all want.
Easy way, man.
All right, y'all. Back to our guest. I just now told him, man, this has been an outstanding interview, and I'm ready to hear the rest, man. So,
Absolutely.
Oh man,
without
you a big
further
part of
ado-
that.
Without further ado, Peanut, my brother from another mother, back to you.
My man, Smell, you body that again, King.
Thanks, King.
So you in the night owl, and they say, "Who the nice in here?" And then you look and see somebody with dreadlocks.
No, they said 3 of them said the guy with dreadlocks is
the best.
he's the best.
He the GOAT.
He's a GOAT. Right? So I'm like, all right. They start spinning beats. Shout out to Art. He the host. You should have Art on here, by the way. I don't know if you. It's
What do you go by?
Try this one. At the end, I'm gonna make some suggestions of legendary people
No doubt.
because the main an agenda I want to make clear last night. There's so many people being, I won't say overlooked, but
Washed out of history in a sense.
yeah, because everyone has boxes.
Yeah.
And you don't really know you're in a box until someone outside of a box tells you. When I got to Dayton, went back to Dayton. I'm an adult, right? I had left. All my friends got their own boxes. Everybody's in their own sections. And I'm just there. So
Right.
now I just get to see everything.
Right.
And they don't know I'm over here. This guy don't know I'm over here. Like, so it's people that I want y'all to not forget.
Like for instance, like there could be a drug dealer that's way more popular than you, but you got more money than him as a drug dealer, but
You
you
don't even know
low
this
key.
guy.
Right, exactly.
You don't
exactly.
even know. You don't
exactly.
even know that dude who hustled in Drexel and made all that money in Drexel.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Sure. Man, let this show be motivation for you to continue to work and then work that much harder if it is notoriety that you're
Yeah.
seeking for the shit that you do. Man,
Make it a
get
good
there.
positive.
Get there,
also
my
one of
nigga,
my
you know what I'm
agendas on the
saying?
show today was to let everyone know success is what you find successful.
Exactly.
Don't let no one else tell you about what your success is. When I spoke to you the first time and we even first spoke about it,
Yeah.
I just wanted to be clear, like, man, I'm not a battle rapper. You feel me?
Right.
I'm from a place that no matter how much blood, sweat, and tears I gave them, no one in my city has ever got my name right. No one in my city has ever bought a CD like that and wrote my shit. I average about 700 plays in Nigeria. In South Africa alone, I'm doing like 1,000 damn near like every other day. You know, spinnings, right?
Right.
I do 7 spins weekly in Dayton, Ohio, bro. You know what I'm saying? I do 100 spins a day in LA. I do 300 spins a day in Iceland.
Right.
7.
Like you spoke about before, where like you
But
literally
that's
what you spoke about before, where like you literally got in a car with a DJ on your way somewhere. He played your song all the way there, all the way back.
Oh, so we'll get into it.
And he wouldn't spin your song in the record. I mean,
we'll get into it, bro.
But though, bro, I do people's golds, and they tell niggas they got it done in Atlanta.
yeah.
I do people.
Not
hold on,
me.
excuse me. I do people shit, and they tell them that they got it done somewhere else.
Else just to make it seem-
because they don't want to seem like they did shit locally, or it's just a prophet is never accepted in their own town. But even far worse than that, and that's from a sacred text, right? But even more than that, like inside your own house, like how many times you done told your woman some shit as something that's true that she ain't really hip to, but it take her hearing this same type of shit from a nigga
somebody
on
else.
TV.
Man, do not
in
get me
order
started.
For her to say, "Oh, damn, this is right."
Don't get me
Like
started.
so,
man.
so the thing that you're saying is, yeah, niggas ain't welcoming you in Ohio, right? Or in
I won't go
Dayton.
that far. I'm just saying
all I'm
you don't
saying is they're
remember.
not playing your shit like they are in
Yes.
other places.
Yes.
Right.
Right, but that's just normal for a prophet to go through. You see? So count it as good, because therefore you're on the same track of a Yahushua, who is Christ. On the same type of shit that like Martin Luther King got to go elsewhere in order for them to be like, damn, now he's actually made it. Like you almost need validation from outsiders for the insiders to recognize your genius.
They know love you
Because
till everybody else love you. I've
just
said that a
one-
million
you
times.
just
You
one
did.
of us.
Real live. All right, I agree with you because I believe that you are the model of that, bro. We walk in this place. Me and this guy go 4 rounds. No one can pick a winner. We just tearing at each other.
Yeah.
I call the dude make my beats at the time. Like so I call him while I'm on the phone. He calls me. I'm sorry, but my phone rings. This dude grabs my phone, spits. Whoever you talking to, know like this. I'm talking about this battle, bro. Is easily like this is my
Epic.
one. This is my one, right? This the one where I'm like, and I always feel like I edged it. He always feel like he edged it. It
Right.
was 4 rounds. We got the same birthday. We got the like.
Damn, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he becomes my like for like the next 3 months. We're not partners at this point. We're just 2 niggas that this is his home. I'm this new guy that then showed up, and so now every week when I show up, someone's coming for our heads.
Right.
Someone, I brought this guy for you. I brought this guy for you. Brought this guy for you. Brought this guy. And so now it just looks like me and him are tearing people apart. We're just, and no one, and that, mind you, I'm a rapper, bro. I'm not a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell people, bro, I'm dope. I got good music. I'm trying to get I got to, but I got this guy for you. Yeah, but I really make good music. Yeah, no, but I got this guy I brought from Virginia. I brought this kid from New York. I brought this kid from the Chi. I'm like, and this is a hole in the wall.
P, why are you so against
'Cause you
saying
don't-
that you're a battle rapper, bro?
I'll get to that point.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your favorite battle rapper?
Mine's
As my bro, he probably already know like how I am. So the same thing that you know, like I really don't get into battle rappers.
Right. But you know
that
any
much.
of them?
You.
Who's your favorite battle rapper?
Sue Surf at this point. in
What's Sue Surf's best song?
time. He got this song called HIV.
Never heard of it.
It called House of Virginia.
That's what I'm saying.
I guarantee you will love it. And he actually
Right.
is a battle rapper that sells a lot of music. He actually makes a
Okay,
living off
so
selling
I got a
music.
homeboy. Shout out to my homeboy Larry in Addison, Cincinnati area.
Mm-hmm.
He loves Sue Surf, bro. He loves Sue, and he be trying to make me listen to Sue songs so hard, bro. And I'm just like, yo, I don't know what it is. There is something in music that if you're a battle rapper, we cannot hear your song. We just can't. You just can't.
He sells records. I mean,
He sells to somebody.
Absolutely.
I've never got into.
outlier, P.
But look, he is. Well, look, no, I think it's exactly what you said before. It is his level of success that he is comfortable
And
with.
I'm cool with that. And this other thing too.
That's good.
I told a dude last night, Bro, if you got a hard fan base and you can live off your little 300-400 people that consistently buy, you can live off that. If you got 300 people that's willing to spend $100 a month with you, you're good for life. You don't need to do anything else. So shout out to Sue Surf being good enough to actually create music and have people that love him from battle rapping that will buy his particular project, right? Outside of battle rap, though, outside of battle rap fans, I've never heard one person outside of a battle rap fan listen to a Sue Surf song.
You ever heard of AR App?
Have I ever heard AR App?
Yeah.
Not as a battle rapper.
No, as a rapper.
Yes.
He's one of the people who says that Sue Surf is in high regard. He has a song with him.
Right.
What's the name? Dark Low. You ever heard Dark Low?
Yeah. I
Dark
love
Low
Dark Low.
loves Sue Surf. Like he's one battle rapper that crossed over.
I don't know,
But
bro. Those are battle rappers. Those are
I
rappers.
think what we're saying is
Y'all don't know him, but that don't mean he doesn't have notoriety.
Battle rappers don't sell as many records as people who
I
are
just
not
feel
battle
like
rappers.
There are
Is that
so many
right?
rappers who don't battle that don't sell records
I
either.
feel that the term battle rapper being put on me my whole career has shunned me from being as known of an artist as I wanted to, because all that
It boxes you in.
it hella boxed me in. And it goes in. Okay, so just to even jump back into this story, right?
Right.
I'm on a run. I'm on a 6-7 month. I ain't lost a round.
Right.
I don't know what it feels like. I don't know what that even is. They bringing me everybody, right? And this one dude that I knew from middle school, he comes and was like, bro, you know what? You doing all this shit because it's downtown. You can't do this shit on the west side. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, west side nigga. Like, what you talking about? Bro, you come out to Majestics, I'm tearing your ass up, bro, because brothers in the hood know real rapping. You ain't really rapping. All right, bro, you show me the day to show up, I'll show up, right? And I show up to this battle, right?
Majestic.
At Majestics, all right?
Right there on Third Street. Across the street from the legendary
the second judge, right? Who's the second judge, man?
Young K.
Right?
Smash Joe the Commando.
Right? So when he see me, he don't even say that he know me. That's the funny part. He like, oh shit, that's my little brother. But he don't say nothing.
Right.
He don't
Real
say,
nigga activity.
But mind you, at this point, Smed ain't seen me go.
Yeah.
Smed just knows that I'm like, I'm like when I come to the shop, I don't even mention rap when I come to the shop. It's my brother.
Yeah.
I'm buying belts from Hood. Shout out Hood. I'm buying little stone names and shit.
He still owe you, don't he?
Still owe me that shit. Hey yo, hey bro. Man, come on, bro. Listen, we don't want to.
Hey, look. Hey, take the jacket off. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna leave it on right now. But this
Let's
what I'm
say
saying.
he know.
This
He
gonna
take the
be
jacket off. That's the
this
battle rap
gonna be-
move.
This gonna
That's a
nah,
battle
this is,
rap
I
move.
just know this gonna be the part. This is gonna be the part of the interview.
Let's go.
That me and Hood used to talk about all the time. And Smed ain't really ready for it.
Uh-oh.
Right. So I get to this battle. And it don't go dude's way.
Right.
It goes completely how I told him it's gonna go. And I mean, without Smed being bro, it's a in my front and it's a wash. It's
Washing.
I'm washing.
Bro, you
It's
my
so
favorite battle rapper.
bro. As
Yeah.
this is how
But you're
really
not
was.
even a
I'm not a battle rapper. I'm not a rapper. Super hot fire. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Red. Red, that battle. Red says, man, anytime that dude walk through my door, you give him 2 drinks. I don't care. This is how much. This is the owner. This is how. This
Yeah.
is
He
how,
cooked
Big
niggas,
dog.
man,
oh,
frying
bro, I
niggas,
want
bro.
you to. I need you to come here. And I'm like, all right, give me a reason, man. When he come in, you give him drinks. You get. So it's that when I leave, right? All right, true conversation.
You won did you win that night?
Yeah, it was a wash. It was a complete wash. So conversation I have with Smed. This is Smed. He's like, bro, we go outside. He's like, man, Poke. No, matter of fact, this is like the next day. I come to the shop. He like, Poke, bro, I ain't know you even never like that, bro. This is crazy, bro. I'm like, my brother. I didn't even know you even was moving like that, right? And I'm like, bro, I've just been trying to get my shit right. He's like, you know what, Poke? I'm about to put a studio in the shop, bro. I'm about to put a studio in the shop, bro. You're gonna be able to record, bro.
Whatever you want
listen,
to.
you are going. I'm about to put a studio in the shop. I'm not saying I'm the reason the studio was coined, but I feel like I'm the reason the studio's because he says it, and there is no studio talk. There's nobody, and they rap. Y'all still got. He's never said this.
It's immediately after they send you snap on somebody.
After I break a nigga,
they talk about.
So I'm talking about. It wasn't just one nigga. Like I'm snatching. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm gonna put a studio. You're gonna be able to record whenever you want, right? So he starts building on this little studio, makes a spot, does a booth and everything, right? I get there the day before it's even really done. I jump in the booth a little bit, like it's gonna be dope, you know what I'm saying? I never get to record that. The studio becomes Blackjack and Little Herb's home. I'm talking about the week or two after
Happy
the
birthday,
studio,
Blackjack.
the week or two after the booth is done, he finds these niggas somehow. I don't know how he comes across them, but he's like, these niggas is whatever. And I'll be like, yo,
How do you feel at that one point in time? Like, right then and there, tell us, man, how you felt.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, yo, in my mind, because I'm going to be real. Listen, this is what it was, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
I had so many dudes that had, at this point, shot to the owl with money. Shot to the owl. I didn't watch niggas bet money, win money because of me. You feel me? Street niggas. And instead of them betting it on me, like as far as like, yo, let's go do a project. Let's do an album. They putting money behind these dudes and just losing. And I get it, because everybody, we're from Dayton. The majority of everybody, like, all we really know is trap rap, is that style.
Yeah,
you know
Jeezy ruined a lot.
This is as Jeezy's happening, why you mentioned that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even get to my Jeezy story, but anyway, I just remember like, damn, like, nah, Smid too, because it was but Smid was like, it ain't a negative vibe. It's just what happened.
Yeah,
you feel me?
like, it's bro.
He believed in what he came across, and just as I think in other sports and other fields, when you got these younger, more whatever guys that you feel that you can push farther and do. And to be fair, Tony Poe, Timmy Guns. It's a long list. Ron from Blacklight. All these guys didn't see how to market me. Right. Bro, you're dope as hell with this battle rap thing, but I'm not a battle rapper. Yeah, but you're dope with it, but I don't know where I could push that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me build with you real quick. You know, so probably what it was you probably just didn't know about Little Urban Blackjack, but before, probably before I heard you, there's been so much shit that's done happened, but definitely I had a song with Little Urban Blackjack because I was coming out of rapping myself because I had my business now and this and that, and I was consumed with gold for your mouth for the most part. But Little Urban Blackjack, I had been known them, and I had at least a couple of songs with Blackjack at that point, you know? And so I had always wanted them to come through and get it popping. So if I was ever building a studio, it was definitely with them in mind, but I never had the vibe that nobody else could come there.
No,
you know
it's just that became as it started becoming a studio.
Yeah,
we
built that
shit
in one night.
They're there.
I built that shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. That conversation. So I feel like that conversation happened.
Shit. We cut the glass booth and cleared the shit out. I didn't have a studio one day and had one
the very next, bro. I came the next week.
So it wasn't no big construction project. So what I'm saying is, when we built this studio, it was like, yeah, they gonna come in here and record because I had Mouthpiece Records. Like, me, my own self, I never even went in there and was just trying to rap because, like you're saying, Little Urban Blackjack, man, I thought that them little niggas was fire. And the way that them niggas was rapping, like, that shit was like Ohio Coalition. So before Jeezy and before trap rap was ever a thing, nigga, our shit was called, goddammit, Tales of the Grinders, Grind Time. And grind, when you grinding, that meant you hustling, you trapping. It's the same exact thing but a different word. So
Thrill Rapers.
Their shit was like, It just was like along the line of the type of shit that we was saying, you know. So I had already, and then I had Hood with me too. So we like, oh yeah, this little nigga. But I never excluded you from coming. You
bro,
feel
it's
me?
not about exclusion. It's just the time that was theirs. It was like they had all the time. If I come through before the studio was up, right?
Says who?
Before the studio was up, right? I can come through. It felt like the crib. Like the store felt like
it definitely
home.
was.
Like, you feel me? I could come, walk behind whatever. The moment that it became that, they went. I'm not fronting. These niggas' work ethic was crazy. Anytime I showed up, they're in the booth. They're in the booth. They're in the booth.
In
they're
God,
they're in the
boy,
booth.
yeah.
I'm just like, oh man, I'm
In God rapping right
Yo,
now,
what's up,
man.
Snake? Come, what can I? He's like, bro, when they get done with their session for real, you good. These niggas is never done with the session. Like, I'll leave, come back the next day. One of them is there before me, bro.
Yeah.
Like they just,
I know what you're saying.
they just there.
Because
So
they, man, like, them motherfuckers worked all
hungry.
fucking
Lil Wayne
night
Yeah.
and day. No, that shit, I left the store and them niggas went all the way to the next day.
Yeah.
The next morning. They rap, man, and they made hundreds of songs.
Yeah.
They made hundreds of songs, you know, but we did start opening up the studio to because, for example, Diamond Cut went and came in and they started booking out time with Million Tracks and the I Get It In. And I just think you may have experienced maybe some you might have been discouraged to feel like I wasn't giving it to you, but I think, man, I don't know if you just came to me and was like, bro, let me get in that motherfucking booth. Bet what time can I come? And what time won't they be here? And so we just kind of like just organized it better where you could have came and you could have came in there and did your
I
thing
think by
too,
the
man,
time
you know?
y'all got to the Diamond Cut situations and all that, I had already just kind of given up on it being a accessible thing. You know what I'm saying? I went back to, so now I'm back to just, I got my home base on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And I'm not recording with nobody. I'm meeting all these people, but no one's really offering me a situation. I remember, man, I remember this nigga Skano. I had made 6 songs, and this nigga Skano came to my first set that I had, and I watched him sit in the corner. I mean, right, the corner is not. This is the first night out stage, just right by the door, so you can't miss nobody. He just sat there like this, like I watched him like pick up on lyrics and do like this and everything. And I remember looking up to Rob Jackson. Rob Jackson is the reason I slowed my style down. Shout out to Rob Jackson.
He battle now.
Which Rob Jackson are you talking about?
The Rob Jackson that we were talking
No,
about.
I'm talking about 275.
Yeah,
Right?
that's who you talking
He
about.
Yeah,
battles?
yeah.
That's crazy. So Rob Jackson at that point is like, to me, his style.
That's the wave now.
Yeah, his style is impeccable. His style is impeccable with those years. You feel me? He got this. It's like he makes raps sound like conversations. So I talked to her, tell her what's going on in the section. What you would? It was like it was straight comfortableness, right? And then you got DeMarco with this like, I'm tearing through with this gritty and everything. And I was like, yo, these dudes is hard. And I was never really a huge Snipes fan. I'm not knocking Snipes. I just thought that DeMarco was crazy with bars and punchlines, and I thought that Rob Jackson was the most complete rapper at the point that I had heard at that time, right? And I remember getting they had a song on a skit and made me look the song up. So your money's counterfeit. It's not legitimate. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, whose song is that? Because it's like it just sounds dope. So now I find this old Kill CD, and Kill got the 6-point star on the CD. You know, so all this dating stuff is like influencing me, and I want to make songs that sound like a little bit of this, a lot of bit of Dungeon Family. I'm a real at that time, like I want to be like Cass. You know,
Who can do with the dreadlocks?
That's Many Styles. Shout out to Lewis, Many Styles. We went on it was this, anyone who witnessed that time, Cyphers became me and Styles Cyphers. It was only us. It's just what it was, man. It was, we made people, we punished, but it wasn't because I wanted to battle rap. It's because everyone came for me, bro.
Right.
Like, every week, everybody came for me. I went to the bus stop, everyone comes for me. I go to the club, everyone comes for me. Like, but it's before we even get there. So we still at the night out.
So back to you playing
I'm
your
kicking
music.
raps. I'm trying to get in. I can't get down. Smedge Studio is Blackjack and Herb Studio. You know what I'm saying? So, Mo Beats had told me a lot of different. Rest in peace, Mo, man.
R.I.P.
Mo then told me how to, when I'm not rapping on a stage, to keep a pencil in my mouth, spit all my raps with a pencil in my mouth. It'll help me clear my diction up. You know, just different little techniques.
Do what, bro?
So I would put a pencil in any time that like I was like rapping in the shower or running somewhere or walking somewhere. I would put the pencil in my teeth, and I spit raps like with the pencil in my teeth. and it'll help you be clearer on your diction and get your wordplay out better with your breathing and everything, because you're holding the printer right there and you're spitting all the raps right there. Yeah, like,
wow.
Mo Beats is a bad day. Rest in peace, Mo.
R.I.P.
Yeah, man. Mo done taught me some shit.
Write that down with the same pencil you put in your. All right,
yeah, so Mo tells me, man, you know what? I'm doing this thing at Majestics, man, and me and Skano, and I want you to come up in there. I say, what's it for? He said, man, 6 weeks, and if you win the 6 weeks, we do your project, and you know we'll do everything. We'll record your first songs. We'll do the whole project.
Yo, you like bingo?
Skano will put it out for you. I'm like, damn, that's easy money. He's like, yeah, for sure you're gonna walk off with it. Like, I'm thinking I was just there 2-3 months ago, this
walking through
Smith
everybody,
thing, it's gonna be nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I go there with the intentions of thinking I give you, and he, as most looked at me and said, bro, just give me 5 weeks. It's already started. This kid Wody done won, right?
Yeah, I
And
Wody.
he says, just give me 5 weeks and we'll record you and get you together. So I did that, right? And I give him 5 weeks. I'm talking about
Trash through everything.
oh man, bro, listen to me. It was at one point in time in Majestics, when I come in, no one cares when these niggas rapping. I come to this, everyone comes up front.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I get done, they go right back to the pool, they go right back to their games. They're not even watching other niggas. Like, there's no one coming, whatever.
Right.
So, get to the 6th week, in walks Diamond Cut, right?
Legendary Diamond Cut.
Diamond Cut with the matching jackets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Matching jackets.
Everybody wanted to be Diamond Cut. Let's be honest, bro.
I didn't. Ironically, I shout out to Reddy Baby. I loved Reddy. When I met Man, I loved Man's style. Man was 19 when I met him at Fusion. I walked up to him to shake his hand. He said, I ain't no rapper. I was like, what was that?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Me and Man, and bro, I love Man and free Man, bro. You know what I'm saying? I once, even when I started my little, before it was podcasting, just starting things, I did multiple interviews, and I interviewed Man multiple times because he had a lot of juice for a young person.
Absolutely.
And he used to say things that I felt like older people wouldn't even understand. You know what I'm saying? And how he would get blamed for stuff and all that. So this is pre all that, though. You know what I'm saying? They just figuring this out. Everybody got matching coats. Rest in peace, Big Dog. Big Dog saved my life that night. You know what I'm saying? The doorman that
yeah,
Big
Dog. That's my brother.
So they come up in there. Phase 3 is their battle rap.
Phase 3.
Right? Phase is
Phase-a-lini.
We interviewed
so
Phase.
this new rule. I watched that interview. Shout out to I did. And shout out to FaZe. I just, ironically, from that interview, I used a statement he spoke about in conversation with some people like 3 weeks ago about people loving the wedding and not the marriage. And I thought that FaZe was dropping knowledge. And I remember talking, my little cousin Robert and him grew up. Him, Jay-Vez.
Oh, yeah.
All them. These are little dudes I remember growing up. And watching FaZe become an adult has been excellent, bro. Like, he's an amazing adult. Shout out to you, FaZe. I always thought he was a dope rapper. I thought the verse, I Get It In, was right on time.
Oh, absolutely.
And I thought his project was, I thought the things that FaZe was doing was people wasn't really giving it the eyes that they should have. I think FaZe went underlooked a lot of time.
Yeah.
But at this particular point, he comes through, he chop it up. He murdered some people, whatever, and then they like, well, now you got to battle the champion because they're not letting me battle people no more at this week because I'm just it's very disheartening.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So they're like,
it's like a layup drill for you.
You gotta battle this whatever. And I will vouch this story, bro. And if you ever get DJ Black Rob, he will keep it 100. I'm positive there's a lot of brothers involved at this night. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Black Rob.
So I crash FaZe, right? Crash. It gets to a point where I say something that pisses off Man. And I'm like, something about this ain't rap money, it's crack money or something. So you put it on this nigga, that's crack money. Like it's like I'm well, whatever, right? And then I say, what I said, these is diamond cut dogs. This a princess cut bitch, right? And these niggas was not feeling this shit.
Right.
Niggas get the
whispering in their ear. Like, we all watch battle rap. And when they get killed too?
Nah, because I wasn't rapping at FaZe. I was at this point
at the crew.
Chaos had spoke in between my bars. So you in this now, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm a freestyle.
So I did this and then These niggas get to trying to rush him. My best friend, shout out Wally, my best friend, he there. They try to rush us. And Big Dog get between us and get us out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta calm down. Y'all not gonna, like, it's like, I'm like, bro, like.
I'm just here to ride.
They tried to fight y'all.
Bro, they was gonna fuck us up, bro. I'm to be honest with you, as I told Dashes, I don't battle rap. I'm a rapper. I'm nice with words. If you're in front of me, if I'm freestyling, things that are around gonna come up.
Yeah.
If you're in front of me, I'm now reading you.
Yeah.
I come from Kaiser.
Yeah.
When we read you, it's a teardown.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can look in your eyes, nigga, and see that
Scan you real quick.
You done fucked off money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never held 3.5 in your life.
Yeah.
You talking shit. You scared of guns, nigga.
Right.
Like whatever's happening is gonna come up. You niggas ain't jump off the porch. You niggas, I'm just
scamming.
It's family money. And then it's little things that you didn't probably heard somewhere in the past, and then you're touching hearts.
Right.
I think I just touched a couple. Niggas they was gonna kill us, bro.
Yeah.
Real life. They rushed the door. Big Dog come between us. They like stop it. So mind you, that was the second round that the rushing happened. It got so bad. I promise you, but Chaos is like, nigga, talk about something. Talk about his pants.
Yeah, he trying to get on those.
Talk about his shoes. Like he's
mad.
livid,
Like,
you know
bro, say something.
But FaZe isn't a freestyler, and his best stuff had already been
on the radio.
Used.
Yeah, we don't heard it.
I'm saying his best raps that battle have been used in the guys that it took to get to this particular round.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that he was like, bro, and this is my little dude. Like,
I'm not, gas.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, I promise you, FaZe is dope, bro. I'm just on some shit at this point. You know what I'm saying? And they was gonna fuck me up. And after they got us back in, they like, okay. And they usually just do the judging. Let's do the judging or whatever. So Black Rob is kind of like, well, everybody know what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then Skano's like, I think we're gonna need another round. It's like, what? And he's like, yeah, and we want y'all to switch places. We want you to go first and him to go second. All right, cool. So I guess, you know what I'm saying? So I go again. Same, bro, that third round, FaZe spits like 6 bars and then stops. Like, he don't even finish the round. You know what I'm saying? So then we get to the end, and everybody in the club, you know how Majestic is chill. This guy over here, that's right, yeah.
But half the club is diamond cut.
And then we get to whatever, it's diamond cut, like, diamond cut.
Yeah.
So then we sitting there, and this nigga, Mo got this look on his face, because he understand what he said to me. And he says, well, I'm going to just let Skano have it. And Skano looks at me, and he looks at these niggas who have just paid him, and he goes, well, I'm going to go with Diamond Cook. Right?
Oh,
hey, and this, mind you though, shout out to my nigga Rob, who was trying to keep it real. Like, why are we even doing? Like, he's saying this on the mic. Like, what are y'all talking about? This is it's a wash.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it's
30 pieces McNuggets.
Yeah, man. Skano chose some niggas that already was paying them to do shit already.
Wow.
And I missed out. And they only came that week. So now I feel kind of like, was this a setup a whole rip? Because these niggas didn't come no other time. Y'all come the last week of the situation, and y'all walk off with it. I'm like, what's up, Mo, bro? And he was like, man, I just got to go with House. I said, bro, I would never record with you a day in my life, bro. You niggas are the most skep. That's the most skep shit I ever heard. I was so hot at Mo that particular moment, bro. Like, and I never recorded with Mo.
Wow.
Because of that moment. And we still stayed friends. I still watched him rip and roll people downtown. We still had great conversations and like brothers, you know what I'm saying? Because I also was around them when I was in the studio with Nut a lot of time. Like, I just never recorded with these niggas, man. I felt like y'all not honorable, bro. You know what I'm saying? You told me what I had to do. I did my part, bro. I should be able to have no go. You know what I'm saying? So I walked off with that situation like, man, I can't trust these dating niggas. You know what, he put us all in one bag. Can I be real? And now I'm in my real bag. Yeah. Now I'm saying shit like, bro, this is how bad it's.
I finally see it from your perspective.
I'm being real.
Finally.
So this is how I get. This is how bad it get. I don't want to hear nobody rap around me. You either gonna quit or get better around me. I'm talking crazy. I'm pulling out paper. I got 27 papers in my mom's basement right now with niggas' careers on them. Nigga, I don't want you rapping no more. Then you want to come up? Listen, sign this. Give me a napkin, bro. Let's sign this right here. No rapping in the shower, in the car, none of that shit, nigga. Sign this paper then. Let's go. Niggas are signing. I want your career. I want it done, bro. I'm bitter. I'm feeling like I can't get ahead. No matter how much I'm trying to shine, I can't get the niggas. The niggas who love me are the niggas who hate on me. Skano comes to the show, watch me perform 6 songs, bobs his head. I get off stage and say, man, Skano, what I gotta do this before that? What I gotta do to get on the mixtape? He said, make a song. Yeah, bro, I'm talking about my brain was just like, I don't under fucking stand. And then the nigga who changed that, shout out to my homeboy Howard made beats. And he said, I got this dude, Timmy Woods, that I know, and I'm gonna bring you through. And me and Timmy Woods went through all of our faults together. He dropped out of ICB, and we went through his engineering faults, my recording faults, everything we built like off the ground. You know what I'm saying? He was with his, he ain't with his baby mama. I don't know if it was his wife or baby. She used to be like, oh, here come 100 take. She'll be killing me. So the reason I got so nice at making sure my takes got low, because she would be like, here come 100 take. Right. He gone, because I couldn't rap to nothing. I could rap a crowd. I could rap one person. I can't rap to a wall. So I had never got into these booths to even know. So now here I'm in Timmy's booth, and I can't rap to a wall. My raps are coming off like, they don't have the energy to them and shit. So me and Timmy built through my faults. You know what I'm saying? And I'm putting songs together. The Night Owl is becoming where I murder people. That's my home for murder. People invite me to their spot. I show up at your spot. I'm gonna show up, kill whoever, and get the fuck out. Give me my money. Hey, we putting up $500. Give me my money. We at Sheikhs. Yo, Papa Sheikhs. Shout out to WAP. Rest in peace, WAP. WAP threw a battle at Sheikhs. Yeah. I'm sick. I'm talking about leaning on the mirror, letting steam run up. You know what I'm saying? I'm wiping. I got my tech in my bag. I'm wiping. The work is going down. You feel me? And I remember the night because WAP brother punched my nigga Spook in the mouth, man. Spook's cousin was walking around the club, whacked out that night, talking about like, I'm about that life. You don't know about that life. I'm about just saying that shit. And he said that shit to WAP. And he said, yeah, I'm about that. And WAP said, about what? He said, what you about? He said, I'm about murder. And because WAP is about that life, for real. You know what I'm saying? And I guess dude thought he was bullshit. And WAP brother came over the show. I'm talking about, but hit the wrong nigga. Hit Spook. Spook split open. I had to turn the nigga head so he don't drown his blood and shit. Plus I had to check on me. But like, yeah, like I was going around just.
One of your battles that was potential battle was actually with DeMarco 275. You want to talk about that?
No, I didn't have no battle with DeMarco. So, okay, the story of DeMarco. Shout out to my nigga DeMarco.
Shout out DeMarco, man. Legendary, man.
You
watch his interview, too?
I don't know. I watched Marcos. I watched Bars and Beyond, too. Like, so
shout out to Bars and Beyond.
I guess I'm a fan. I probably sold the CD for them when Murder by Numbers dropped. I sold copies for people or told people like I'm a fan. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I can't skip that part of the story. So I'm just poke that kills niggas in bars and clubs and everywhere.
But he don't battle y'all.
But I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Not a battle rapper. So shout out DJ Chaos. So DJ Chaos. It's kind of, can I be real, bro? It's kind of DJ Chaos's fault, a lot of this shit. All right? Right. So DJ Chaos is seeing me, and he's like, man, P, you a problem. You a problem, P. All right? This is where the name comes from. You a problem. And he'll be like, man, P is the problem. He's a problem. He's the most hated person. He's probably most hated. This is how the name comes up. And he'd be like, but he would say P the problem when I would come down. He comes to me, and he's salty that Skano has upstairs at Diablo, and Skano's not being the nicest about. Skano, bro. For those who know, shout out to Skano, bro. Yeah. Great DJ. I also hope one day that y'all do a whole podcast about the day that hip hop changed in Dayton, which is the night that all them niggas fought. It's the night that Skano and Ike B switched places. I've heard every side of the story.
It was a cuss on the radio, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff that happened that night. So I think y'all should do that. That's a good.
I've been trying to get
that's a great Dayton story, and there's so many sides to it. I'm in Columbus and bumped to the guy who threw the first punch.
What?
My nigga Cooch, my nigga Gooch threw the first punch. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, Who fought? Skano?
Oh, nah. A bunch of niggas like Tomb and Mood. Dayton legends that I don't even know if people mention no more. Yeah. Shout out to Mood, who honestly
Ike B was a...
Ike B's the guy. Mood got a deal, went out West Coast, traveled the world. No one talks about them. They're all Dayton artists. You know what I'm saying? Tomb is a whole dating group. Commandos, shout out Commandos. Like there was a lot of dating groups that was like really making noise. I was a Oakoa head, so it doesn't matter. Like you knew where my hand was at.
But those was all the groups that was. But to me, I always felt like Tomb, Commandos to a certain extent.
Shout out Bob Daddy.
I felt like they was more. East Coast ain't the word, but I thought that they had that type of vibe,
like boom
more than
bappage.
what we was.
Yeah. But that's what I was saying about boxes, though.
Was more like you feel me? Like we remake old songs. We definitely talk about hustling. We like Midwest. For real, Southern kinda, but not all the way. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
y'all were Ohio Coalition is the closest, in my opinion, to what is a true Dayton sound. They sampled songs that came or resonated from Dayton people,
right?
And the topics that they spoke about, even though it was hustling and family stuff, like it was real life Dayton stuff.
Yeah, it's Dayton all the way.
Bob Daddy and them had a real East Coast feel, and it was really like, it was amazing. I think HOC too was like that somewhat of a way.
Yeah.
So I feel it was just so that's my point is this. So I was in different boxes and I got to meet all these older guys who were the guys before me.
Yeah.
And so now at this particular point, Peter asshole. Now everybody wants to either know what, like it's becoming that now. Now all these older guys are meeting me and saying, "Oh, we heard this about you." Shout out to Ton, shout out to Real, just all the HOC. You know what I'm saying? I think Wild is the first person that I made beats for 1 year. Wild bought all my beats, took all my little collection. I ain't made none since. You know what I'm saying? But all these they was like the older, doper guys, and they was all now coming to see what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And I still couldn't get no studio time aside from at this point, you know, Timmy's starting to we're starting our situation. All that's going good. And then this one dude says, "Man, it's this kid I want you to meet, man. He's dope." And then I bump into him at El Diablo's. At this point, like I said, Chaos, rewind. Chaos is like, I want to take over downstairs. There is nothing going on downstairs in El Diablo. It's just a big ass stage and nothing down there. Right. He's like, I'm going to get you down there. What we're going to do is I'm going to start spinning music. I'm going to let some guys come in there and rap, right? And I'm going to let you come on after they come on. You just going to kill everything they talking about. I'm like, what do you mean? It's just everything they say, just kill it. I don't care who it is, right? So Chaos is to blame for a lot of this shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because he's like, bro, it don't matter who it is. If they say something on the mic right after they get off, line them up, right? So there's a night of, apparently, shout out Willie Oso in the court, rest in peace, Elroy. Sure. Shout out KT who kept it 100. He says, yeah, we came through there and we all got on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kicked the rap. You know what I'm saying? And then you get on after us and you start talking crazy. So niggas want to jump you. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, we was gonna jump you. I'm like, bro. And KT was like, yep, definitely was gonna jump. Like KT don't front about shit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, we didn't know who you was. Was this little nigga talking crazy? And Oso was the one who was kind of like the first angry one, because Oso fly. I don't know if you know Willie Oso, like the rap nigga, like he ain't rapping no more. I don't know what he is now, but that nigga was like, man, we was gonna fuck you up. I said, so what happened? He was like, man, Jason said he about to go fuck you up. I'm like, DeMarco? He's like, yeah. He said he was gonna go over there and fuck you up. I'm like, nah. Every time I've ever seen DeMarco, and he will attest, it's been love.
Yeah, of course.
It's been dumb love. We've never had a bad word, because I've always looked up to him. You feel me? He's like my older homeboy. Now my mind said, if he was in front of me, bro, I'm in a zone. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you just rap about everything going on.
Chaos told me to kill everybody jump on stage. Niggas die.
Yeah.
That's it. Chaos once set me up for a chick.
I see you trying to be fly, and your felines like, bro, it could be anybody wearing it.
It was everybody, not anybody. It was everybody. Everybody died.
Flying your feline. Like, wait a minute.
Everybody died. Shout out to Chino. Rest in peace, Chino.
Chino V,
bro,
man.
Chino V had my first diss song. Chino V got a hold of me at the El Diablo.
Chino V took to my very first battle, like wild battle.
So Chino V and his homeboy who died before him.
He made beats.
Yeah, they all rapped a little.
Yeah.
All right, they get on stage
and
they die, right? And then
He on my old YouTube. I can't think of his
This
damn
nigga
name.
Chino got a song. He was sitting at the store playing a diss song for me. Niggas like, bro, this a diss. I ain't even got no music out. I'm like, this nigga got a diss song for me. I had 12 diss songs before I had my own song out. Niggas had dissed me 12 different times, songs. Yeah, before I had a song out. Niggas was writing raps and showing up down there with they 2-week-old practice raps, trying to like. And then me and Styles, man, like,
I'm gonna find out dude's name.
yo, I don't even think Styles had made a song ever at that point. Me and him had just been kicking niggas' asses in raps. We didn't get no music out yet, and because everybody I try to get music with, they just he the battle rapper.
Right.
You feel me? So battle rapping hindered me, bro. Like it. And also, if I had to, since we spoke about energy early, like, I think being the most hated is a horrible, horrible title. And I think that energy resonated so for you already hate me.
But Jay Mills was MH as well.
Who the fuck is listen what I'm saying? You already hate me. When you hear me, you already hate. He's the most hated.
Energy success.
You already hate me.
He did.
Shout out Jay Mills.
Yeah.
I got that one too though. Yeah, shout out to the industry niggas who I got on my belts. Shout out to Iron Solomon, I got 2. Shout out to
Disaster.
Cody. Disaster.
Disaster. I found that battle.
All right, so Disaster to me, this is the Disaster.
The legend Disaster.
Disaster. We'll get
International legend.
Okay, so in Dayton, Ohio, I was probably the most hated, and it came with a certain set of energy.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Elroy Facey, who actually got me on the first like actual song I put out with Nike. Shout out to Nike. Me and Nike.
Oh yeah,
that's my first actual song out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He a legend.
Nike, a big boy legend. Elliot, Nike.
Big boy legend.
I remember before he changed his name. I remember when everybody used to call this nigga Strange, and I always thought he was like. Just before, I never had no like me and Nike's friendships never developed into nothing great, but I've always respected like him as like
he was always on his own wave.
He was like hood, he was like Hood and Smed 3.0 type shit because he was like trying to be them in one person. Yep. And that was just a hard thing to do. He knew about marketing ahead of time.
Absolutely,
he was trying to come up with like logos and
everything like club nights, all that time.
So.
He was doing. I mean, but I've been knowing him since we was like.
I didn't know
kids,
that.
Though.
Yeah, early on, I didn't know he was a melody guy. I didn't know none of that shit.
Okay. And he got like a nice humble
disposition about himself. For sure.
I ain't never seen his octave ever get higher than even on the songs. His octave has never got higher than this.
Just a cool bro, man.
Cool,
in every way, man.
Yeah. So I'm watching all this kick in. So me and DeMarco ain't never had a beefing moment. It bothered me at that time that for some reason I was supposed to get jumped by some dudes.
Just checked in.
Yeah, shout out to No.
Shout out to No.
All right, so let's get around to the No.
Let's go.
Right?
The No.
So,
all right, No, here you go, man.
So here we go. The No.
Looking for?
So I'm going to, at this point I'm maybe going on 2 years. I ain't took a round. I ain't lost a round. You get what I'm saying? I go to El Diablo's. And I meet this dude Rollins. Shout out Rollins, right? Rollins wanted to be a rapper too. I don't know what Rollins was. Rollins was a chemist that used to tell chicks that he hustled or some shit. It was like weird, bro. Like he was like, y'all kind of favor each other too. But he was a good dude. Him and Rollins. Yeah, real life. So Rollins was a funny dude.
Man, you looking like my cousin Doja. I can't wait to show you them pictures. Go ahead.
But him and Rollins was like, man, my guy's real dope. And he was bringing it to me because at this point I had started building me like, I was calling it, before it was Team Them, I was saying it's a winner circle. It's a group of niggas that I know just, we can't lose. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of putting it together. And he's like, I got my dude Will. He about to start to go to Xavier. He's just hyping him up to me. So I meet him at El Diablo, and he's truth. Yeah. But he's doing his style at the time. He was fabulous at first.
Okay.
All right. His first flow was sounding very like, he was very fabulous. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And I was like, bro, this nigga's dope though. Like, he crazy, and no one could figure out if No's flow was off the top or if he was coming with pre's. Like, it was very intriguing watching people try to figure him out.
Yes.
So
because he might say something
about
the time that's going on
right now.
No, shout out No, bro.
Yeah,
No
for sure.
Because I remember watching it and being like, damn, that's dope. Yeah. It was never one point where I'm like, oh, this is some shit to worry about. I was like, man, that nigga's dope. So I went to him trying to procure like, oh, bro, you're dope. Like I fuck with you. A couple times I had told like, yo, I got a nigga want to, you know, at this point I'm just over little petty wannabe street niggas trying to battle me. So I'm putting other niggas like, oh, this nigga shit on you. So I think the first time my dad to know, we was at Fusion. And I'm like, my nigga, this little nigga will kill you. I saw him before. No, we was at Yellow Rose.
You told somebody that Nove will kill them?
Yeah.
Okay,
my little dude, this little dude I just met, he will fucking murder you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to, bro, whatever. So
he said the no to put a battery in his back.
I put some money. Yeah, I put some money. Like I ain't had no big money. I put some money up. No shits on niggas. All right. Those niggas don't like me. All right. Those niggas. Shout out B Smith. The first version of B Smith. Shout out to Dex. Dex, for whatever reason, when we talked about it later on, it made sense because it's like it wasn't that I didn't like you. It's just like it's my niggas and fuck everybody. It's Nove and fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the time, it just came off like, oh, those niggas just don't like me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the most hated. My energy, I'm telling you, my energy is just like, I'm meeting people and they're just not like
you
me.
You attracting this hate
to
yourself by how you feel.
Right.
You magnetic for hate. Everybody hates you, and therefore everybody does.
And this is the thing, though. I'm being hella nice when I'm not on stage. But if you just watch me on stage, I'm the biggest ass. Like, bro, you're like, hey, fuck this nigga, bro. This nigga just talked about my mom. This nigga just told me real life shit about me, bro. This nigga might have fucked my girl. I don't know. Right. I don't know. Like it's real shit going on. So I meet this nigga Nove, and I just get the same energy. Like he's real life, like making people feel some kind of way, and they don't. But it's different with Nove. They just can't figure out like what's the niche. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not expecting a battle, no. Ironically, shout out King Solomon. King Solomon from Mood and them had just got back in the city. The one nigga was running around talking absolutely crazy. Brother Def. I chopped suey that nigga. Like vicious. Like shout out to Brother Def. Ain't nobody could touch me or whatever. And he said something King Solomon. I was like, King Solomon back? Yeah, I heard about that nigga. I'll put him in my notch. I'm gonna put that nigga on my belt. You know what I'm saying? So I'm supposed to battle King Solomon. Nove and them walk in. Nove gets on stage, murders a nigga, murders some other nigga, murders some other. I'm talking about 3-4 niggas in a row. I'm like, this nigga, Nove, what's going on? So B Smith is like, ain't nobody fucking with my nigga. They up there talking big shit. Yeah. Shout out to my nigga L. All these niggas is there, right?
Everybody turn look at you.
His family. This nigga B Smith do this thing where he held Nove's shirt like a dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like and Nove would be hey, bro, this shit, hey, bro, this shit would look so dope.
Like Reed Dollars.
Like
they doing the read.
What we doing right now? We shaping up the battle between you and Nove. Are we doing that? All right. So before we do that, let's take a quick break, man. You guys, we want everybody to go eat at Shiekhs, man. We got Shiekhs for breakfast. Sheikhs for breakfast. They got the best breakfast in the city, man. And then go to Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. They got the best lunch in the city.
Keep your time, man.
If you ever get injured in any type of way, call attorney Michael Wright at 937-222-7477. Make the right choice.
Word.
If you ever want to kick it a little bit, Kiara Wine. Kiara Wine. Contact Antoine Cunningham on Facebook, man, and he'll tell you how to get that good old Kiara Wine, man. Kiara Wine when you want to unwind. And the shoparea.com, they like the baby Amazon. They got dang near everything that you want. Just go to the shoparea.com, from the store to your door in 4. Free shipping on all deliveries. We are T-Shirt Kings and T-ShirtKings247.com. You can either come to the shop or order online. We're at 4301 North Main Street, and we are at T-ShirtKings247.com. Gold for your mouth, the #1 gold teeth designers in the world. Got deals going every day, so come out and check out what we got popping. Sales stock not dope, man. That's my bro Dash Resource, man. Dash Resource, sales stock not dope. Every Sunday on Peanut Johnson's page, man. We are shaping up for, man, what I see to be a clear battle, man. The story is being narrated perfectly, man, by my bro.
So
P, the MC.
Yeah.
Without further ado, Peanut Johnson, back to you, King.
So now we walking into the point where Nove just done killed 4 dudes in a row.
Nove been chopped off. Honestly, it's anywhere from 3 to 5 people. Like, and then what's even throwing it off is, like I said, at this point, man, I'm just been chewing. Nove done got a good chewing like around the area for a good couple months. Like he's chewing. My nigga Tony Poe is both of our friends. Kind of fly nigga, keeps Jacob watches and top notch suits. Got an office in the WR whatever building, like, door like Death Row. Like he's that nigga. Fly for no reason, right? Shout out to Tony Poe. You know what I'm saying? So he'll call me like, man, this you and this Nove nigga, man, we need to set this thing up or whatever. And I'll be like, man, that's my little dude, bro. I'm not about to fuck with my little nigga. Bro, listen, man, I'm telling you, we can make some money off this shit, P. This before this smack and all that shit. And he's like, bro, we can make some money. I'm like, man. Because really, Nove at this point is starting to get his own little bubble in the city. And now he come out with like, I'm talking about like he'll be like, it's like 5, 6 niggas, 7 niggas like out with him. You know what I'm saying? Like his family and friends or some niggas.
He got a nice entourage with him now. So
they all show up. They all there. And they watching this nigga Nove and they they just in the moment. So they like something with P. And I'm like, I'm battling Solomon. You know what I'm saying? They like, and the Nove say some hot shit like that. Nigga know what it is, something like that. Like,
what it is?
Something early, like it was something like that. And I'm like, huh? And then like, bro, it's the first time that I felt at the point like I was reluctant. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like he would throw his. This is my minor time before that. He gonna throw his zero away like that? Like, nigga, you building? Like, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like. Nah, niggas are scared. Niggas is So I jump on stage, and
that's one thing you always been,
fuck
bro.
It. I jump on stage. This nigga Nove 3-0s me.
30 piece.
Listen, bro, I'm talking about. He's saying some shit about my shoes in the first round. That's got me like feeling like did he pre-do this shit? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like he can wait for me to wear these shoes again.
Second round, he's dissing directly me and how my look is and comparing it to TV shows. He done did a whole real world Simpsons scheme, like, and I'm like, is this like for real? So I'm so out of place by the second round, and the nigga who I'm supposed to battle is now sided like, like this nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Right? Like niggas is just, and I'm like, motherfucker, like my nigga is like, and I think Many Styles is like. He making this space like nigga, this is ugly. You know what I'm saying? So on the third round, it wasn't really even no point for a third round. You feel me? No, just
he was having his way.
Dirty 30.
And I'm just like, damn, right? But I'm not thinking nothing crazy about it because ironically, it was a real slow night at the Al.
Right.
And like a lot of niggas
but tree fall in the forest,
like,
no one around kind of thing.
Nigga, this nigga Tony calls me at 9 a.m., right? Like, it might have been 8, okay? Nigga, did you and this nigga Nove battle last night, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Bro, niggas is like saying you got fucking shook up by Nove. I'm like, yeah, bro. Bro, why would you do that when we could have made money off this shit, man? Y'all niggas is tripping, man. Y'all always worried about that little downtown shit. Tony a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here following next week, my nigga comes home from the service from what's the war that was going on there?
The Afghanistan.
He was Afghan. He was in Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah,
all right, so my nigga comes home, right? He's late too. He had supposed to be back a year earlier type shit. So he comes home and he's like, geeked to be back. He with his niggas. He's like, but he notices the mood has changed. Yo, what's going on? Like, he was like, and then here comes Nove. He never sees Nove. Nove walk in the building. They got their niggas. It's the Nove. And now this nigga got a whole WWF goddamn
intro and everything.
It's the Nove. He gets on stage. Can't nobody what did that nigga did. This is before niggas even battle. He just freestyling. In the Nove. Whatever. So my nigga like, so if someone jumps up there, he crucifies him. Nigga, like, so I'm just sitting in the, when I tell you, nigga, I don't drink or smoke at this time. I'm in the back like, quiet in the motherfucker, like, cause I don't know. I don't know if my ego is broken,
Yeah, I heard a little bit.
or if I'm mad that I didn't let my little dude who in my mind I wasn't trying to battle my friend. You know what I'm saying? This is a little guy. All right, bro. Like, so but my dude, my nigga, Hurt him is not going. Hurt him's like, yo, you letting this little nigga do this shit?
Yeah. Are you allowing this to happen?
I'm like, man, that's little dude, man. Little do his thing. And then somebody say to him, like, he just smoked P last week. And he like, you got smoked by this dude? Nah. We back up here. We back up here. What the fuck we talking about? And I'm like, so then Nove say something in rap, like, and niggas know that better than the like he's going ham. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nove for just being like who he was. You feel me?
His awareness during battles is
dude makes me jump up on stage, and then I 2-1 Nove.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But Nove's ego at that time, mind you, he done been a good close to a year or so, I'm sure. I don't even know if he ever been beat before this particular point. You feel me? So he's just like, no, we need another round. We whatever. I'm like, nah, we out of here. Listen, we out of here. Everybody outside. Me and this nigga don't talk for like 2 months.
Wow.
Back for a minute, like we don't really speak for a couple, and then when we speak, I'm like, I go to him.
Right.
I'm like, bro, for real, I really just want to fuck with you on the music side. Like, I think you'll be a dope ass part of my squad. He like, yeah, but his niggas, like I said, his niggas don't really fuck with him. But like, we like cool, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it felt like family after that. Like, it felt like I developed like another little bro type shit. Like how me and Mini Styles felt like brother and shit. I felt like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if Nove,
So you a little older than Nove.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nove and Heard 'em ever clicked like that, but I know between me, Nove, and Mini Styles, it was an equal kind of a respect.
Yeah, mutual respect for all you guys.
And then Nove is the sole reason the white boy, shout out to Sandman, got down with us, because Nove was kind of vouched the Sandman situation. You know?
Oh, wow.
He looked up to that dude real heavy. I mean, Sandman looked up to Nove real heavy. And we had great moments at the Owl, bro. Like, shout out to Word Perfect. I know nobody really mentioned Word Perfect. I remember Word Perfect just sit in my ear at ciphers about wanting to kick raps, and then she'll kick raps in my ear while no one can hear, and I kind of like pushed her into the cipher, and she battled Propane, and she took that battle from Propane, bro, and eventually won the White Rapper TV show on VH1 and moved to New York. Like, she got a whole accent and kicks raps, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just shout out to what the Owl was building at that time. Like, and I feel like before it ended, we really had something special going on because it was organic. And the people that was really involved, like, it was top notch. Right, it was
definitely a vibe, man, and it wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't nothing like that going on until Larry was in there.
That's Propane. That's who Word Perfect. That's look. He just put it on my joint.
Word.
It was no hood shit. It was no whatever. And you had to be able to rap.
Yeah.
When you come down here, we're smoking shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out when PC and them first came.
Shout out to PC.
Everybody, bro, and Mcee, both my brothers is there. You feel me? Like, I met everyone on I don't want to say on good terms. I met everyone I got cool with on like Mini Styles battling me and Nove.
Yeah.
PC, his homeboys hated me. They had this song for me. You know what I'm saying? PC brought it to me like, I'm not a part of this. You looked out for us and all that shit. Like, we went through like a whole lot of great people through the Night Owl, and it made the older guys who really didn't even know about it start coming down just to kind of get what our vibe was. And this is all before we even moved to the Elbows. Like, this is just the Night Owl. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Josh, who I call the champ. I watched had the greatest fight ever in the middle of the Oregon district where we had cars pull up with lights. And yeah, bro, we had the Oregon was ours. And I think that's what made white people kind of mad, because while we wasn't doing aggressive, what they considered nigga shit, we were having great time. People would pour outside and watch us cipher from like the top of the bricks, and we would have a whole sidewalk full. You know what I'm saying? We had many concerts. Nove had many concerts just hanging outside in the ciphers. You know what I'm saying? So watching all that shit change up, watching like how everybody like grew up from that point, you know what I'm saying? Then babies and stuff started coming. Like, that was
that era right there to go to era to you.
Me, in my mind, it's not necessarily the best era, but after our era, you don't have the ability to pay dues. I think me and you talked about that. You had to pay dues. I had to rap over 1,000 instrumentals before they heard one song. Then I got my songs done. I had to like do it one song, and I didn't get a whole set. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to earn getting dope. You know what I'm saying? I paid dues. After us, y'all was allowed to get 2 songs off GP.
Yep.
Like, and act like y'all was stars.
Shout out to Esquire,
Being
man.
on stage performing videos.
Yep.
Not even saying they rap words. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like, it was.
Shout out to Esquire,
It
man.
was a gauntlet for us, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Night Out was our first gauntlet. The elbow. By the time we got to Elbows was just. Hey, but Elbows was Team Them smack around. Like it was our show every week. We had it was a Team Them show every week.
Yeah.
And I still show love. That's what kind of threw me off. And that's the name, the energy wise. Everyone I looked out for still somehow were hating. GTC, the first show they did is me being like, "Hey, yo, bro, I'm about to have my mixtape release party. Yo, how to do?" I watched them on stage. When they was on stage, Polo. What's the one? It was Polo and Slim. Slim was rapping all the lyrics. I felt at the time when I watched it, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up with that? He don't rap his own lyrics." He's like, "Nah, he kind of knew. I think you talking about Polo was really kind of new to the game." I'm like, "Bro, I highlight that. Yo, bro, have them come perform in my show joint. I'm about to throw this show shit like I always
Grind
liked
time,
new little niggas. I'm not know who it was. I was showing love. I met all the new little niggas. Honestly, trying to do what never happened for me, just to try to open up doors. Rest in peace to JG. I remember JG coming up in there trying to off my head, and that was his whole goal too. Like, man, I'm about to fuck you up, P. Speak easy. That's what he was calling himself. I'm gonna fuck you up, P. And he had bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Couldn't fuck me, but had bars. Definitely had bars. Shout out Ant B. My nigga Ant B was. WAP brought Ant for me.
Whooscal.
Yeah, Whooscal. Yeah. WAP brought the Whooscal. Because WAP, man, yo, shout out to iRock. iRock gotta have, I don't know how many tapes of just me murdering people outside of because WAP be like, "Yo, P, bro."
Rock, I think he checked in on here. Let me see if Rock checked in.
Yo, iRock, this nigga WAP would make his rappers sit down and watch these tapes of me, bro, to come prepared to come fuck with me. Like this nigga WAP was not playing. But, bro, how come WAP never said, "Yo, P, come to the studio"? You know what I'm saying? Come record. Shout out to
Frank Johnson.
Yeah. Shout out to North. I met North the same way. I just wanted to get into the studio. North was like, "Oh yeah, this your man." KD brought me to North, right? That's your man. And I was not. Matter of fact, it wasn't even KD. What's my nigga's name, bro? He's the most New York nigga. Bro, he was KD's homeboy, and he was super New York. I'm talking about super this most New York nigga ever. Nah, not Syfe. Nah, this is younger. He gonna be salty because we still friends on the book. I just cannot think of his name, bro. But the nigga, brown skinned nigga, he got locks right now. But him and KD was best friends, and that's how I met KD. And then KD and him, he brings me to North. North was like, "Yo, battle this nigga." Like, you know what I'm saying? Outside, we on the street across on Main Street. Battle this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, but North made me battle, and still wouldn't let me get no time. Wouldn't let me. I'm talking about, bro, North is the connect in my mind. Like, bro, I just couldn't get no one to take me serious.
Let me ask you this, though. Why did you just get your own time?
All right, so at that time, as me and you also spoke about, possessing your own studio shit became more readily available as I got ready to quit. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying, just go to the studio.
Paying for time?
Yeah.
So beforehand, the first rotation of shit, I'm completely broke. I stopped selling dope and went to straight rapping. I'm living off my rap shit. The moment I get my rap money, I'm paying the rent. The moment I get my rap money, I'm living like, you know what I'm saying? And this is when I'm going to battles in New York, going to battles in Jersey. I got kicked out of, shout out to KRS-One, kicked me out of the Johnny Blaze battle, said I was gang banging.
KRS-One?
Yeah, Chris kicked me out, said I was gang banging.
What do you mean by that? So you meet KRS-One because to me, KRS-One, I always kind of just felt like y'all was like brothers, like Kendrick Spirits type.
KRS-One saw me on stage against some New York Crip dude who said some Crippy Crip stuff. And I guess he thought because I was red and blacked up that I was blooding or something. I make a statement in my round in regards to dude mentioning whatever, and Chris says, "Yo, I'm disqualifying whoever this problem the guy is and this other guy. We're not doing no gang banging. This is hip hop." right? And that was my version.
Sound like it.
That was my version of Chris for a minute. And I remember being bitter for a couple years, even after that, even when he came to date, and I was like, I'm fucking going down there, like this nigga, because he, it's just moments in my life that got taken away that I didn't. So I didn't have the finances to go do a bunch of. And this is when studio time is $50 to $100 an hour.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And it was just a tough situation. You feel me? So every time
one thing I do want to say to you though, and this is in a good way, like people came to the studio who was not nowhere close to as talented as you was and paid for little. Like, bro, I had a group called the Brew Crew. Okay, and these niggas would come to the studio and have the most fun, and they didn't give a fuck about putting out no CD. They just wanted to they said, Smed, don't record the whole fucking time and just burn our whole session on CD, and we just want the CD so we can go and listen to it.
Yeah.
But they used to come and record, bro, and they all, I don't know where the fuck they was getting their money from, but they wasn't drug dealers. They wasn't pretending to be drug dealers.
Right.
It wasn't nothing like that. We just had all different types of people who would come to the studio, and pay for an hour.
At that point, I'm bitter, man.
Like, bro, you could
I'm
do
coming
that
in,
shit.
you know what? I'm mad at you. Can I be real? I was mad at you that you wasn't running while you talking about Mr. Whatever. I remember telling you on 3rd Street, bro. You be coaching us so dope, and why ain't you running for mayor, bro? Why ain't you doing? You remember this all the time?
Yeah, but that just ain't my vibe, though. Yeah.
Like he's gonna tell us.
But me and like when I had my store on Main Street, I don't know what
This
point
is
it was
third.
in your life, or but I'm saying when I had the store on Main, like me and you was damn near kicking it every day, bro. With your sons.
You know what's crazy? And I used to tell my nigga Smith about this producer. It's a story that happened during another interview I did. And I was like, man, this is kid I met at Wright State. Bro, he's fucking amazing, bro. I took the nigga to he's dope. I went up there, the nigga remembered, I met the nigga, he went up the elevator, went to his room, and he wouldn't really respond to me the whole time. When we got to his house, we crank out 4 beats that was just in his head the whole time. I'm like, man, I met this kid. This man was like, yeah, I mean, bring him through. You think he dope like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get him through there, man. And then I brought him. And then he damn near moved in that motherfucker.
He turned into
the star.
Turns into JR.
JR the star.
Yeah.
JR exclusive.
Yo, I watched JR's thing. I'm like, yo, this is crazy because that's my little nigga. Shout out to my nigga Star, bro. Like, yo, Star is dating Kanye West. Man. No question, the most talented person I've met as far as like, and I'm naming all these talented guys, right? The most talented musician that I've ever met in Dayton, Ohio is JR. Period, point blank. I've never, who? Satin?
J Vez is gonna be the first rapper from Dayton to be inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Yo, J Vez, my nigga Romir. I knew Romir when Romir was 15. He was my little cousin.
Romir Hicks.
And I remember I've watched every transition of Romir. Me and my cousin talk about it all the time because him and my little cousin used to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember the when he wore the glove. I remember the eye patch thing. Yeah. I remember all that. And through that whole ordeal, shout out to Romir because J Vez is by far, I don't know who gonna say what and how baby mamas feel, but one of the greatest representation of a father that I've ever seen in my life. I've watched this nigga do whatever it takes to get the kids forever. I remember driving past the bus stop and him making sure like it didn't matter. This nigga took care of those babies, and he was an amazing dude doing it. And I'm grateful at the way that he found his niche. You know, I didn't expect this Jamaican shit to come, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say that it happened organically, and at least I know it's something that he really, you know what I'm saying?
He for real about
it. Yeah, he not bullshit.
Like yeah.
But that's the goal to me. The beauty of Romir is that every time he did something, he committed.
Yes.
When he put that glove on, and he was satin, he was 100% with that shit. Yeah. He didn't play with that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like J Vez is a true artist. Yes. And Ohio builds that. Yes. All the things he went through so many just people doubting and he never stopped. You know what I'm saying? Never. I think he taught himself on the guitar side, didn't he? Yep. Like he just, bro, dude is a yeah. so many people, and the first time I met a person, I really felt like we were dope rappers. I'm a dope rapper. PC is an amazing rapper. Nove is an amazing rapper. The only person I ever met that was like a fool, like I can't even explain it, is JR, bro. Like he's Dayton's Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, while I was the most hated and my energy was bad, his real energy is that. It ain't that he's the most hated. He makes niggas not like him. Yeah, you don't care if you know a white nigga.
Man, when JR came on here, bro, he said, I wash my hands of it.
Hey, shout out to Star. Look, he just tuned in.
JR did? Yes, sir. What's up with you, bro?
Now listen, bro, my nigga JR, bro, I remember going to this nigga's apartment, my son getting stuck in his futon. GTC came that day. Jamone picked my son up out being stuck in a futon. You feel me? Like, yeah. I remember just all these moments, and even in the very beginning, I got to this day, I got Oreo's Superstar O first beat tape that nobody else wanted. It's just me. Yeah. It's just me. It's on a yellow CD. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. It sounds like, but it's his first shit. And Star was like, bruh, like I just remember all these moments, like, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. It kind of hurt me a little bit watching y'all interview, and I'm like, damn, I getting written out my nigga's life, bro. Yeah. Because every moment that was really a moment that I was with him beforehand, he'd be like, man, I don't remember what I was doing right before that. Right. And I'm like, I remember nigga like vividly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My white baby mom, shout out to my baby mom, she don't like the nigga still to this day. Like I said, JR's energy, if you are faint of heart, you don't like this nigga, right, because he believes it and he knows it. It ain't just like he believe it. He knew he was amazing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Best project to come out of Dayton, Ohio, Schedule 1. Second best project, Tales of the Grinders. Best project to come out of Dayton, Ohio, Schedule 1. Song for song, there's nothing. There's no other project that's complete. Even when he was taking other people's, but it's the most complete project I've ever heard. Damn. And I bang it still to this day. And Breakfast at Tiffany's was dope as fuck too, but I don't know what happened to it. You can't catch none of the songs online nowhere. But yeah, JR was before his time, and I still think he ahead of his time. I think if JR made an album right now, it'll blow everybody's mind up just cause. And it's not because he's the easiest person to get along. The nigga ain't returned my call in fucking 2 weeks. We were supposed to get together and do some music a month ago. Oh gee, then he didn't need JR you know what I'm saying? Maybe I got wiped too. I don't know. You know what I'm
saying? JR said it in our wipe my hands.
JR needs shirts, man, right now.
His own show, bro. Yeah. JR is an amazing.
Yeah,
I'm working on one too. And this is the thing about it on my show. My show that I'm doing is strictly gonna be called Gems, and I'm starting with just artists only. I know y'all do a legendary people. Mm-hmm. I want to give roses to a lot of the guys that I honestly think that haven't been notarized on, just because I don't know of. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Honestly,
what's the shit called that you said you wanted to do? Artist Spotlight or something like that. Yeah.
My thing is gonna be called Gems, and I'm gonna start with Dayton artists because we are the Gem City and we are Dayton Gems. And I honestly, the weird part about this, when I got the name and idea, the person I thought about first was this nigga, right?
That's wild because our first episode with Kenny Barr, we actually named it Gems from the Gem City. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
That was our first name actually. But go ahead.
Some random nights, to this day, I go to sleep. And I find myself saying, I need a lady for the night. Not no shady ass lady.
Right.
Yeah. Listen. Smed made records that resonate through life, bro. You feel me? And I don't think he gets the recognition as an artist as much as he should because he's this great businessman. And honestly, just being an inspiring person from the city, like if Smed didn't inspire you, I think that you was blind the whole time. Mm-hmm. He came from nothing. Yeah. He built this shit from scratch. It took a whole village to show love. I done bought at least 3-4 sets of girls that I never get to keep. like real life, bro. Then brought girls too. I'm talking about, bro. Smed has always been a staple in the city, and I think that a lot of the things that he was great at gets overlooked because of all the other stuff that he does. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to do a thing that's, like I said, I'm doing this thing, Gems, that is strictly just for like artists that I know that don't get the roses. So I'm gonna try to name a few as we jump to the end. But yeah, so Yeah, man, it was you know, it was a good run with all that stuff, bro. We was moving through all that. It was a lot of great people that came and went that I think maybe thought they was better than what they was. But yeah, man, on the other side of it, I gotta put Star as the top dog. You know what I'm saying? I didn't argue with Akil over this. And I think Akil is easily top 5, top 10, probably ever to grace anything in dating. But that nigga Star, bro. Yo, if y'all ever get a chance, it's a if you ever get a chance, schedule one on YouTube. I'm sure he still got it up there, and I'm positive he got it on that Piff. Go listen to that Piff. JR, the Star, schedule one, and you tell me if I'm tripping. You tell me a song for song versatility. Shout out to him and Flam to I'ma get this money. Hey, I remember when that shit hit. I thought this was it. I ain't gonna lie.
You already got the
I thought him
sweatsuits?
and Flam was going to. This is it. This is it, but this is how good this song is. Shout out to Sleeko. They had a couple joints on it, and I was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? The frat song.
When you doing something like that, then yeah, if you just get them, then I can print on them for you, decorate it up for you.
Brandon and I can't think of their names right now, but they was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody.
Can you email us the artwork?
1913 thing was a good concept.
Okay, so if this is a cell phone number, I'm gonna text you our email address. Send the artwork over, then I can take a look at it. Then we'll just correspond back and forth through text messages.
Same type of juice up, and we always Wu-Tang ourselves.
All right, good. And then when it's time for us to actually get it popping, then I'll give you a call or you call me back, and then I'll work a player price for you.
That's my star moment. You know what I'm saying? I think MB is easily top 5.
Text that number or email address real quick.
OGBZ, if you get time, go look up that OGBZ, man. My nigga Kevin Jeffries just walked in. Kevin Jeffries to me is Dipset shirt forever. He used to be in Flame. He used to be in the fusion with every week with a different Dipset shirt and be doing the dances. Boy, that nigga was cold. Shout out to Kevin Jeffries, bro. Like I said, bro, in this city, bro, there's so many people that don't
Somebody
get
else.
recognition.
Somebody else that I knew you talked about off camera. You talking about like Luciano? You talking about him?
Los is like fam. Apparently Los is my cousin's cousin. You feel me?
But y'all met through.
Okay, so he remembers our battle rap. I always tell him I don't recall.
I was there when you battled.
Bro, I don't recall. And I love the nigga, bro. I'm talking about like a family member. Bro, I was battling.
And you beat him like you love him too.
Yeah, I get a lot of dudes that remember our battles like they was. And I really just.
I battled Los, say by the way too. You know?
Did you, Fee?
I put money on Los right now versus anybody. Right now, I think Los is probably one of like off the top 2. I think he's hella underrated. I think only thing Los be missing is just a great engineer, bro, and it'll turn his whole career around. I think he better.
What about? Did you ever run across Dame the Great on the battle side?
All right, you know what's funny? My Dame stories, right?
Yeah.
Bro, Dame was like my little bro.
Dame,
you can ask Dame. He'll say, bro, I'm not battling the OG. Every time they brought it to him,
Yeah.
I'm not battling the OG. You know what I'm saying? And he still owes me a little bit of bread on the other side. That's my little nigga, bro. He know what's up.
But wait. Ask Dame. I showed Dame how to rap. Word? On God.
Okay.
At Metal Deal.
Did y'all never battled each other?
I never crossed dashes until I was like,
Yeah. Like we was all, like we done battle on the same card.
On the same card?
yeah. What was that?
I battled 30 Shot Mac and you battled 1,000.
Oh, yeah. See, I wasn't even rapping really at that time. I was just kind of kicking bullshit.
Yeah.
The chick I was
You had already retired from it.
Yeah, I was done, bro. I cannot be real. I retired for real at 26, 27. So we talking like 2000.
Yeah, I mean like
2007.
But you did go to California and start.
yeah.
All right, so
yeah,
as we got through the early parts of the 2000s, around 2007, closing in on 8, I think my last moment was doing the Ohio Hip Hop Awards, and I won that joint.
Yeah.
You tell me about that, bro.
Well, I was just in Dayton.
Okay.
I was supposed to go to the thing in Cleveland after I won the Dayton thing.
Yeah.
And what's his name came to Dayton and kicked our asses. What's the white boy?
Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. We got mic failure. Hit your mic too, P. Both of y'all should
Yeah.
at the same time.
I looked down and was off.
MGK came down, bro,
Right here.
and
The
shitted on
meters
everybody, bro.
It started looking like
At the
all
live
of them was
performance
looking
shit.
like that,
I don't know if
yeah.
niggas remember that. Shout out to Jesus. Jesus was like, yeah, you know, people got love. They gonna let us in the door, and we get to the door, and the door chick go, oh P, and then let us in the door and shit. And I did the battle, and Jason to me was our favorite to win the live performance. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But MGK came and smoked everybody.
Yeah.
Just smoked everybody. And shout out to Jason. Yo, Jason's dopest song to me is a JR, bro. I swear to God, I used to be like, bro, this is a hit, bro. And I used to always try to get them to work out whatever the situation was, just so Jason could, you know what I'm saying?
Blow.
Bitch, I'm on the grind. Bitch, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, yeah. I got all these moments, bro. I just like, damn, bro, like, it was a lot of history in the city. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the old store on Main Street. Rest in peace to my brother Markel. A lot of things changed when Markel passed. Markel used to try to treat me like I used to feel like he was always trying to like dog trick me. Way before this was like way before
What
that.
you mean?
Like he'll get in the car and he'll be like, "Hey yo, Pete, do that shit when you rap like Joel Santana. Do that shit when you rap like Cameron.
Right.
Do that shit," like he'll be like on that shit, like just trying to use me, like, "Oh, look at this nigga's tricks and shit." And then as soon as I start talking to somebody about making some
Hey,
music,
Let me make an observation about you real quick. So, Roger Troutman, right, when you was a kid,
There go the parallel.
he used to tell you to jump and do this shit.
yeah,
And he was trying to dodge me. And now Markel, man.
Wait. It's a third person.
that's a bunch of, bro, for
And the
real.
third person in the middle is DJ Chaos. He's the
But DJ Chaos, I think that
Yeah.
he really had in his mind it was best interest for us to get forward.
But Roger Troutman and Markel, they just wanted to just see your work.
Like, yeah, like, do it. You know, but honestly, bro, that's what. So when I quit rapping and came back, that's why I really hated freestyling for people, because it'd be like, "Yo, P, do that shit you do," and I'm like, "Man, fuck y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Like, pay me, my nigga."
Okay. All right, cool.
All right. They be like, "Do that trick," and that ain't no fucking trick. Bro.
Right.
I'm fucking nice.
You the dunk contest, basically.
Bruh, why I stopped watching basketball, flat out. Because if anybody watches this kid that I watched from, I was coaching basketball and I watched that dude. What's the kid that got robbed by Zach LaVine, who did all the greatest dunks?
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I've been Aaron Gordon.
Yeah,
I've
Aaron
been
Gordon.
watching Aaron Gordon say he was going to dunk contest since he was a sophomore in high school, and he got there and he did everything that we had never seen before, and he got beat by 3 of the same dunk. Like, and I was like, bro, y'all, if this is basketball,
he's supposed to win that.
bro, he
Yeah.
did everything we never seen before.
Yeah.
Sweet as fuck.
That's how I felt about rap in my life. I did everything niggas ain't seen before.
Yeah.
I did full hours, not one missing, no bars. It wasn't good enough. It was never good enough. And my best song, shout out JR. My best song came out of JR. My best, like, JR is the GOAT, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if niggas really understand that he's the GOAT, man. It's just GOAT talk when you talk about that kid. But I came across dope artists. I came across just needing help from niggas. I didn't really have the badge when I wanted to.
Yeah.
So we got to 08 and I was like, I'm cool on this shit. I can't make no money off this shit. Like, I can't provide for my kids just being this whatever rapper. I had about 4 CDs. I had traveled across the country a few times trying to get shit to spank. I missed going to meet Exhibit one year, having my son, and I think that's kind of what slowed it down completely after that. Like, I was supposed to make a move. Shout out to my homie E. His brother's the top A&R Interscope right now. The nigga I was hanging with at the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was supposed to make that move, and I didn't. So I quit, and I moved to Cincinnati, and I was teaching, and I went to school for childhood education, and I was retired and done. I was done. I was done rapping.
Yeah.
And then one day, a nigga PC hit me and said, "Well, what you do to my homie Special Steve?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Steve made a Facebook post about you, talking about I'm on these old niggas' necks, and he tagged your name, and it's Steve Ernest, right?"
Which is my cousin.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm on these old niggas' necks," and he tagged me and a couple other people, and I'm like, I ain't kicked a song in 4-5 years. Like, what are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? So. Shout out to my homie Mike Maddox, who really ain't my homie no more, but it's still love. I love that. I love dude brought me back. You feel me? And we got differences in opinions because I'm also about loyalty and honor. And as a man, I have I have a hard time not saying, as you do, when things aren't honorable, we're gonna call it out for what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of split our friendship up. But he had asked me to be on a song. It was my first song back. And it ends up becoming my song. That's Lamont Stinks. That's the first thing I wrote on the way back. And I feel like I still got it. And yeah, Steve Ernest. Steve Ernest sparked all this, bro. Steve Ernest said some shit, brought me back into the game. And I just felt like I'm not as feeble or old as niggas want to make it out to be.
Yeah.
I met a young lady the year following, and she kind of helped pushed the same feelings. She had a clothing company. Shout out to Lucio Leon, and her name was Kristen Wade. She had a you know, we never knew each other the whole time she was in Dayton. We met in Cincinnati and never, you know what I'm saying? Her family is my people's family. This is deep, you know what I'm saying? So we went through that situation, and she kind of was like, well, you are dope, but you ain't got no beats, and you ain't got this, and you ain't got that. So she kind of like helped me like get my head back in the game about piecing together beats. And then I moved to Charlotte first. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we remember that at all. So because I wasn't here. I left Cincinnati, essentially. Yeah. So I moved to Charlotte first. Me and B. Smith, who was in the early part of the story, one of my biggest haters. You know what I'm saying? Literally, I couldn't get this nigga. I'm talking about, he told Nove then, the cream rise to the top. And this nigga's not one of you. Like, he was serious about not fucking with me. Yeah. And in Charlotte, he helped me get my music out there. He helped her get her clothing brand together. He started skateboarding. I just think he just became like, I don't know what happened in Charlotte, but the B. Smith of Charlotte, the Dex of Charlotte is not the B. Smith that I knew in the earlier part. Yeah. I remember leaving out, you know how brothers who got girls, you very reluctant to leave your girl in the house somewhere with niggas because niggas get, so we in Charlotte though, so I go leave her in the house, I go make a move, and when I come back in, she's like, yeah, he was telling this white dude, like, that's like one of the best freestylers he's ever known, and like, just very genuine, like, you know what I'm saying, everything changed, you know what I'm saying, we all kind of grew up, I think, you know what I'm saying. And so shout out to Dex too, man. Shout out to Dex Famous Pancakes. Go get you some of that.
Booth, Uncle Booth.
You know what I'm saying? Uncle Booth, get you some Uncle Booth pancake mix. Yeah, I just
Look, I don't know why every time you kept saying Dex, I wasn't even connected it yet. Booth, bro, Dex was definitely one of them dudes that held that flag for Nove. You seen the knuckles in his hand holding the flag for him.
So he looked out for me in Charlotte. I kind of got a good fan base in Charlotte, which let me know that I could really move on my own again. I made some decent little money working at. Then I came back. Everything kind of slowed down again. I got a job at Time Warner for a short while, and then while I was at Time Warner, I was knocking doors selling cable, and I just realized like I could do this for myself. I could make more money doing this for myself. Got some confidence. And decided that LA was going to be, well, first it wasn't LA. I was just going to move to California and try to buy a farm and see if I could, but I hate outside and heat and bugs and all that shit. And Northern California is hella expensive for no reason, and it doesn't even have any good shit to, like, not knocking Northern, I'm saying as far as forwarding your music. To make music in the Bay, you got to be willing to die. Shout out to the Bay, one of the toughest places I've ever been. My bag got jacked within the first day I've been in Oakland, my bags got stolen. So every time. So shout out to Oakland, because just to be an artist there is, you just gotta be crazy.
Yeah, because you spoke about like wishing that you did Cali differently.
Because your success is judged by you. You know what I'm saying? So once we got through year one of surviving in LA, like once I got off this bitch and I'm downtown and I got through year one, I never wanted to come back because it's different now that. So in LA, everybody goes there to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? There's all these talented and musicians and all these different things. But they don't have our experience. They don't have real life experiences. They don't have Smed telling you how to, when he's finding out about his blackness and sharing it to other people, making sure, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no robbery, gunshots. Like, they don't have, oh, I was abused. They don't have.
All this fabricated.
All of it. So we do. So when we come with actual real talent and real stories and real experiences, they latch on to it because it feels different. So shout out to all my people in LA because they all latched on to me. They all show me love. I was on stages about 4 or 5 times out the week for like 2 years. I got to host weed events. I got to meet some of the greatest. When Mcee walked past me and said, "Hey, P," and I'm just like, "Oh shit, nigga, like what?" Nigga, you know what I'm saying? When Chill from Compton's Most Wanted, I got Chill's number in Mcee, and it's not together. You feel me? So I'm like, damn, like this is crazy. When I remember Razcast hanging on my shoulder, right? And Money B, Shock G had just passed, and Money B's hanging on my shoulder, or Raz on my shoulder, and Money B's in front of me, and then Money B says, "Yeah, you an OG now," and then Raz says, "Damn. Bro, you remember the last time I heard you say that? I was standing how he was. Pac was on my shoulder." And I'm just like, damn, bro. And then I went to an interview the next day, and the dude in L.A. says, "I believe who we got on here is the next Pac." You feel me? Like I was just my success on my end. Like I already did it.
Yeah.
Like I did it. I didn't get no handouts. I paid. We got to live. Rent was paid. I started being able to pay child support. Like
Right, yeah.
everything started working because of me having belief in myself and being able to go get it myself. And as you were saying, putting it in LA, I only paid for one session in LA, bro. And I got the song that is probably my one I move around on that session. But everything else was niggas showing love after being so impressed about what happened. Like, bro, like you are an amazing artist. Can I bring you here? We need you to get in here. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then you learn different pieces of business. Learn who's trying to jack you for
bro,
songs.
that is so outstanding, bro. And I think that now we speaking about a genius, man. You know what I'm saying? Because for you to go where everybody looks to, like we look up to LA as this glamour spot that's got full of talented actors and musicians and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when you go there, man, they're impressed by you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is cool, bro. Like Dayton brothers, man, we got that same type of energy. Most of the people that we bring on here, it seems like they always go where the best of the best is. For example, like Brandy Hoskins, you know, she went to the Olympics and was about to gloss over that and won a gold medal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The best of the best. They only picked the 10 best girls all over the country.
Yeah.
And was able to do that.
Man, the only negative I have about us as Dayton artists, especially in LA, so like I said, I've been there 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm still back and forth now. My kids are still in Dayton. I think it's sad that whatever our relationship is with Dayton artists here, we don't mess with each other out there. You know what I'm saying? I know about 5-6 people that's in the same circles that I was in. Me and Shy Smoke never communicate. Me and young boss Kodak never communicate. I used to shout out Peso. I'll pick Peso up and drop him off to other Dayton artists. And he'll be like, yo, you want to come to the studio? Let me see if it's cool. Oh, he said he don't know you. Like shit. Like niggas who, y'all was sitting next to Shy in the chair when Shy decided to start rapping again. You feel me? Like Dayton artists, we're still dating for some reason. Like when we even go other places, bro, we're just not, I don't know, bro. Like, and then
Shy's still out in
Oh yeah.
LA.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
He was just on tour with
It's a couple people, bro.
with Peso.
I remember what's the little nigga, Lil Icy. There's so many rappers and artists and cameramen and we just don't mess with each other, bro. Weird story. My homeboy Tony Poe is managing at that time Black Youngster, and he's with CMG, and he's getting all this CMG love, and he says, yo, man, my dude, Yo Gotti really interested in Chaos, bro. I played the music on him in the plane or wherever he played it. I played this music and Gotti is like, yo, could you tell him to get in contact with me, bro? I'm like, hell yeah. So hey, Chaos, bro, you in LA? Yeah, bro, look, come through. I got a crib. I'm in the fly joint. Come check me out. Hit me on the phone number. Bloop, bloop. So now we talking. Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, how long you gonna be here, man? I'm just jumping through a couple things right now, man. Make sure you hit me when you dip out wherever. Come through.
Yeah.
Never calls me, right? Gets back to Dayton. He's in jail by Thursday. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching that like, damn, bro. Like, I just feel like we don't reach out to each other. Shout out Jason. Jason came out there the whole time. Yo, hit me up. Yeah, all right. Like, I'm with a couple niggas he might want to know. You know what I'm saying? The week that Jason's out there, Wesley Pipes had just started singing my songs. The porn star. Like, he done protected me a couple times. Niggas going, boy, niggas get fucked up over here. Like, that nigga's real. Like, real life. But he'll see me and, bitch, I want the world. Hey, yo, that's my shit, boy. Like, I got fans from people who are dope people. Yeah. Jay Vez comes. They with the slave. Yo, can you make it to whatever? Yeah, what's up? I'm in town. I'm with Corrupts people. My shout out to my nigga Kid Gotti. Peanut say no. You know what I'm saying? It's like and I skipped that whole section of shit on purpose because right.
I understand.
No bad energy, man. I want everybody to win. Shout out to Peanut. I hope everything that he do become amazing. You know what I'm saying? But everybody know what they stand on your actions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel with everything. There's been some stuff in dating that I can't really not notice and I don't respect because I was a youth and they were adults.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't choose to speak on those moments because we're past that. And a lot of the stuff I learned. But yeah, man, like it's dating makes amazing artists because we go through amazing hate.
For sure. So here, is one more thing I want to get to before we get up out of here, which is the butterfly effect, right? So here in the Legendary People podcast, we have a thing called the butterfly effect, which is either something you said during the course of the interview or something I found during the course of my research that I found truly amazing.
Yep.
One thing that like me and Smith already talk about is like our greats is for some reasons like some of our highlights we just downplay it. Like, I mean, like just a couple things I said. You know what I'm saying? You Battling Disaster, which he got 4.6 million views with international artists who not even known here. You know what I mean? You done been a Scribble Jam. You done did all type of stuff. I mean, you got the 2x2 festival with Skyzoo. You got you work with DJ Prime. You got the Alive and Kicking It Fest. You got the Untapped mixtape. You was on Unsigned Height #1, Volume 1. I mean, your connection with all these other artists. I mean, like you just being the in between for some of these legendary handshakes is legendary within itself. But but one story that me stood out the most, which we didn't get a chance to get to it or whatever, but is when your son actually got you hooked up with the W's camp, right?
Oh, man.
Wait. I got you. So to me, it's like you said, you know what I'm saying, like legendary quote of, you know what I'm saying, like you done survived, you know what I'm saying. You done made it through the crack era, gang era, battle rap, and fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all a part of your story, all a part of your journey. And I just feel like you've always been dope as when it comes to you putting the pen to the paper or freestyle and whatever it came to that. It's just like that is what carved out your niche and what made you legendary. Even though you probably did want all the type of stuff in the world of the rapper this, the rapper that. But me and you had that same similar like lineage of before I wanted to be rich off rap, I want to be respected as a rapper. Like, you feel me? Like, I want you to respect that I put bars together in a way that you find witty or punchlines, whatever. So I felt like once I got that, battle rap, I mean, like, rap to me really wasn't that important after I got what I actually wanted.
And I love it.
Right.
I love it, bro. And at the end of the day, I'm an artist. I'm not a battle rapper, bro. I'm an artist. I'm a dope rapper that's dope at all aspects of rap. Right. So I make great songs. I'm dope with that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I respect first, but I don't like being listed as a battle rapper. I think that energy comes with such a bad energy that I don't want on me no more. I hate being looked at as a bad guy. Because even as you hear these stories, I'm the bad guy on stage. I was never the bad guy on stage. Smear, I'm sure Smear would vouch. I don't think you've ever even seen me ever
get angry whatsoever.
Never.
I want to play that video, bro.
I'm smiling.
Yo,
real quick, you mentioned Scribble Jam, right?
Yes.
I took that Scribble Jam. I went with this chick I hated. I took Nove. Nove ends up on fucking the main stage because he's ciphering on the side, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? God level shit, bro. I ended up losing my round to get in. I battled the white boy, just won the MTV thing, and I lose my round, so I don't get in. This nigga Nove is spitting in ciphers, and they bring him to the main stage, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just dope niggas, bro. Dope niggas, man.
So while we loading this video up, one of my favorite songs by you is the African joint with I'm there like
shout out African, bro. You know what I'm saying?
To me, the visuals for it, the song, the message behind it was super dope. I mean, it was even like featured on what's it called, the Mojo Films Festival. Like, that is like, do you understand how major that is to have a video so impactful that you watch it? They literally played it on a Monday in a movie theater.
All right, so shout out to Half.
But you want to go over that? Like, that ain't nothing.
Because it's not,
I ain't do nothing.
No,
bro.
That's Half did that, bro. Half.
You're not from there.
From Columbus?
I mean, you're not from there. I mean, it's your backyard, but
I housed Ohio, bro. Okay. I don't know if niggas want to understand this.
Is this right here?
Yeah. I want to play this joint right here.
Oh man, that was a great. You know what's funny about that?
Make it go big screen. Yeah.
So the act before that is some white dude in Daylight. Daylight get no love. They was like, yeah, white people outside ask me for autographs and shit. It's going crazy. You know what I'm saying?
What is this?
It's at, you know what it is? It's at the that's the What's the? I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. That's
What is
diggable.
this thing that I'm pressing right here? Is that it? To make it go big.
Yeah, it's that's the.
You gotta hit the speaker.
No, that
Over to the right.
No,
Yeah,
over
that
one.
up.
Well, that's the value.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
so turn it up.
no. Wait a minute. We're trying to expand this video
All right,
to make it big.
to the left. That one.
That-
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah, that's the.
They literally started, like, you know what I'm saying?
Diggable Planets show, bro.
Mhm.
That was a Diggable Planets, and shout out MC Life. MC Life. MC Life is a part of the original Sesh crew in LA. Shout out to LA people who know what session is, like real Sesh. He's original Sesh crew, and he got a real nice following. He done went through some real hella up and downs. He's a dope artist, you know what I'm saying? But he got into the game hosting weed events. He had a connect with the Diggable Planet situation. He was like, P, I really want you to come rock that song and then rock this song with me. And the part that I played, while I mentioned Daylight played the same position I played. Whoever the artist was, Daylight got to do his verse of the song and then his song. I witnessed no one good. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Battle rap, bro. It just only solidified what I'm saying. It wasn't that Daylight shit wasn't dope or Daylight don't say dope shit. It's that you're a battle rapper. So when you get introduced, you're introduced, but no one cares for some reason. We just don't.
I always had the impression, and I forgot who told me this, but the last thing I want when I'm like premiering my first song is everybody just going crazy. If they sitting there listening to my song, then they actually listening. I want them to listen, not just bop to the music. Like, so to me,
you do that if you're saying something,
right?
Unless you, so if you're not doing bop music for sure,
Right.
But if you're just doing then she jump on the thing, you don't.
Yeah, I never wanted that as a rapper for myself.
But that's now what the new wave is. The only want that. If we went through every new song, I feel like the topic is the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to a rapper off camera, and I mean, we know it was said afterwards, and he said no, like he's chasing that, he covets that. And I'm like,
Covers what?
like the bubblegum instant hit.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't value that.
They
I like soul food. I don't like fast food.
If you don't have a poppy bullshit song, niggas won't even consider you a rapper. That's real life, but you ain't got a hit. They'll say that to you.
I don't consider you a rapper if I don't like what you saying. Like,
hey man, like that was a good moment for me. I remember that moment.
I wish you could play the sound on there, man, because like afterwards.
I love the Observatory. It's one of the better venues I've ever got to rock. I rocked it 3 different times. A lot of legendary people have rocked the Observatory. LA, man, for those who, if you're a real artist anyway, look, man, I don't know where you're trying to get music, but if your goal is the industry, you're going to have to go anyway. You're going to go to New York or LA. Anyone else is going to give you a connect. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Domino. I was with Domino the other day, or yesterday. Shout out to Domino. I'm with Domino tomorrow at Ohio Chiefs on Thursday. For anyone who would like to cop some tickets from me too, I'm in Ohio Chiefs tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? I do got tickets for sale for you, and I got merchandise. If you like this cool shirt, I got hella shirts like this with my name on it and shit. You know what I'm saying? And different merchandise. But LA taught me that. LA taught me to make sure you market yourself when you pull up and let people know who you are, especially when you got something good to bring them. And I understood what it was when I had a person on the Grammy board walk up to me and say, "Man, you make me want to be an artist again."
Right.
Like, and this, I'm like, nigga, like you on the Grammy board, you up right now. Like, but they just miss hearing real shit, man. The game misses feels and honesty.
Let me see let me see if we can hear
I'm gonna ask
this.
you one more controversial topic.
Okay.
Before we slide up out of here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna put my daughter right here. Here we go. You feel me? Like, to me, I love that as an artist. The love is what I come. Okay? And they there with you. To me, I love that. I saw that and became envious. That made me want to make music again. Not that all the chains and all the. I get that shit on my own. You can't pay
I'm outside doing.
Man, that was so cool, bro. Cause man, I like literally love MC Light, bro. You know what I mean?
It was her dancers wearing.
No, MC Life. Not MC Life. MC Life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a Hispanic artist in LA.
Okay.
He popping though.
Oh, MC Light.
He going through some, ups and downs, but but his brother or something just got it. He go through real shit, and I think that's my niche in life. Honestly, bro, is if you went through real shit, I'm who you come to musically. I didn't perform Scarface and watch niggas that like 6 different jail have walked up crying. Bro, you're talking my life, bro. Bro, I don't get those kind of feels here. I mean, just being honest, I ain't never had nobody in Dayton ever tell me anything as far as after a set. I didn't have a nigga walk up to me crying in L.A. Big, with the I kill nigga tats in your face. You know what I'm saying, bruh? I'm talking my shit, my heart. You know what I'm saying? They looking for it at these places because it's so fake, full of shit that they really get something that make them feel like this is real.
Well, let me tell you something fake foolish that I saw that happened in your past, which is your videos being deleted.
Yeah.
And then I remember you talking about the video being deleted, and somebody said, "Hey, you should come to Smokey Films," and you was like, "Wait a minute."
Hey, listen, man. Yo, shout out while he trying to make controversy. Hey, shout out to every filmmaker, every videographer in Dayton. Yo, so when Smith said that I didn't pay early on and I didn't pay the studios, later on I paid everybody. I paid all the videographers, all the engineers, and I literally still ended up with the bottom line somehow. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pay my shout out to Royce and go by Chubbs now. He did Chubby. He did the black and white joint that's up. Smokey Films you mentioned. Peso, K Magic. I done paid all these people, bro. I damn near did not. None of the work came back. I don't know what's going on. But I don't think it's because they did it on purpose. I think that we all was still going through dating life. They was also making transitions before trying to make into their careers. But yeah, I paid the price for them though, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So, man, anything for you, man, before we close up now?
Well, man, I just man, through all of your story, bro, I think I'm just ringing genius, you know?
Yes.
Like, you literally did do something that people hadn't been doing before. Who was I talking to, bro? I was talking to somebody. I was actually talking to Polo, Self-Made.
Mike.
And Polo was saying, like, in order to be called a GOAT, you kind of got to do something that nobody has done before, and people have to try to imitate it and copy what you're doing, or try to do at least what you
Mike
done.
was my manager.
Oh, Polo was
at ORC Protel. Yeah, when I first got out of selling dope, I wanted to go get I didn't even leave. I was trying to stop selling dope. I went and got a job at ORC Protel, and that was my manager.
Well, what I'm saying is, like,
shout out NY with that.
I don't really think that you acknowledge yourself, or I don't think people acknowledge pretty much, man, what you did, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I personally haven't until today, right now. Like, you started, or at least was pioneering this route, man, of this whole type of just coming together and battlefield,
and I love
rap
it,
and sharpening iron, in so much that honestly now, bro, anywhere and everywhere you go, you will definitely be a top dog doing that. It's like a professional MC.
I'll take professional MC before I take battle rap guy.
Yeah, because like, bro, like, it don't matter where you go. It's easy money for you.
Yeah,
that's a bar.
And
that's a bar because he battled for money.
In almost every angle. That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Right.
Like, whether we gonna go in the booth and write a song, whether we gonna hang out and go off the top of our heads, whether we gonna, like, whatever lane it is as a rap is concerned, I feel well versed. Like, I'm crooning right now too. I'm not really singing, but I'm crooning. I don't know if you heard a lot of my newer stuff, but like I've always been able to hold a note, and I just feel like a lot of the stuff that I was being boxed in, bro. Like, I don't like that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
And I just think, like, one thing that, and none of this shit is like, it's not like it's too late or it's over either, but one thing, it's kind of like we are the ones we've been waiting for. And that goes
That's gonna
true
blow your
for
mind.
you. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like you
That's
save
gonna
yourself,
blow your mind.
man. You know what I'm saying?
The guy who opened up the most doors for me in LA, his name is Corey James, and he goes into these rooms with these wealthy white folks, and he says, "This is my genius friend P," and it disarms all these rich people. The song that we have is "We Are the Ones." You know what I'm saying? And it's that literally that topic. We are the ones that's gonna make our paths. And he'd be like, P, you a magician? You a musician?
I mean, bro, you are a real live difference, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you, bro.
And I mean, man, the art to it, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, Smith, who your favorite battle rapper? Even though you don't see yourself as that, like, man, not only do we see you as a battle rapper, but we see you the champion of this. You see what I mean? And it's kind of like you almost don't embrace
your greatness.
Yeah. You see, like
you know, y'all sound like the twins right now. You hip to Ayo and Sanyu in Dayton. Ayo and Sanyu they always are at me about that. You be so mad at niggas, man. You know, you don't recognize you inspire niggas here too. You may get some help.
Like, bro, like I'm telling you, bro, you on another level. Daquan Cook told us he didn't know that he was good at basketball until he got to a certain area. You know, like it's almost like people didn't need to validate you because the Most High was like, you know what I'm saying?
I just draw a parallel, bro.
Yeah, like
between him and his father, bro. Your father was feared and revered in a certain respect that people may say, man, I won't want people to fear me that way. You the same exact way when it comes to how you are as a rapper.
Sins of the father.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like
that's crazy.
I mean, like, bro, like you are a for real champion, bro. And shit, I don't know, man. But the problem with a genius is success is defined by the person, you see, who acknowledges they're successful. You know, and that works good or bad. Like I could do a little bit of shit if I don't want anything and then say, shit, I was successful. For example, somebody might just only want to get high. So if they go get a bag of weed for today and smoke it and get high, them in their mind, that was a successful day. But to me, I say, damn, bro, that's all you did? You should have been able to accomplish much more. So it's kind of like you are successful. You feel me? Like people look at me as successful, but to me, I ain't did enough yet.
Right? Yeah,
bro.
Niggas might
look
come
how
and
much
tell me I'm successful.
Bro, you're in
even
like your
acknowledge
third,
that
fourth.
shit.
You're in your fourth building.
But that's nothing.
Since a falling off the wall building, that
because you put real estate in that. But understand, there's certain people that put real estate in what you have achieved.
And I'm for that, bro.
All I'm saying is like I'm just here to tell you successful.
Yeah. Thank you, Andre. And honestly, my rebuttal to that is I do feel successful. The only thing that I wanted before we even dip out, I wanted to make sure that I give acknowledgement to one Owakoa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Take them to the altar, Walter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
King Tun for sure. Real. Definitely DeMarco. Definitely Rob Jackson. Definitely Nove. Definitely the people like Star, the people who have made me work harder at all my aspects. Shout out to Zebra, man. I don't know if you remember Z Dimensional. He was here with Joe Coleman for a minute. Just making me get better. Shout out to Ant B and the whole Who Scout movement. I think that the government and prison laws have took Ant B from the reason that people dating don't recognize how amazing Ant B is. Yeah. He did 4 years here, 3 years here over things that I don't even know if they could really prove. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. Shout out DiBiase Rhodes, another person the same way who when Mike Will made it gets in his office. When he's in his office, he plays DiBiase's song with Waka Flocka and says this is the Midwest T.I. You know what I'm saying? No one even here record. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Blueprint from Columbus who made it million independently, made it into Forbes on his own. Like took my DJ with him. And even though me and my DJ don't speak, man, he's always my DJ. Shout out to Spare Change. I love you, bro. My door is always open. I don't know what our issue is, but as men, I'm sure we could figure it out.
Yeah.
And as far as everybody else, if I miss some people, like I know I didn't get to mention my homegirl Shauna, who was Fight Club at Night Owl, who fought every week in our honor. It's a lot of people I probably miss. But I just want to make sure
Princess.
Princess.
V12.
Yo, shout out to Princess, bro. Like Princess once told me that in our battle that Tony Poe made happen on his own, she said, "P, you impregnated me with a baby of hate."
That's a bar.
Hey, listen, bro. I got moments with people that I love in this city. I still think Jesus is one of the greatest entertainers that come up out of our city. Even though he acclaimed New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? I think Lucci is definitely one of the most ambitious people that I've ever met in my life. I think Los is one of the most underrated artists that I've ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's so many people here that I and also, bro, I'm gonna get at you. I wouldn't mind doing a couple episodes of my show in your studio, but for Gems, I do want to give recognition to a lot of the people who did me justice, and I just feel like don't get, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eclipse, period. I don't know if that name would ring a bell, but he used to be apparently the me before me. At one point, he was on the radio station winning. Just, you know, into whoever Tyreek, he's always say, I want you and Tyreek to battle. When I see you and Tyreek, it's gonna be crazy. So, you know, shout out to all those people. Shout out to Ace and Lav. You know, I know together they not really mentioned no more, but Ace and Lavish to me are a duo. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
shout out to the same way as I look at Black Jack and Little Herb. Yeah, it's the same way I look at what was my nigga J Rock and them in his group, the Young Stunners. Yeah, like it's so many artists that I looked up to and we don't give notoriety to. After I do Smed, and when I get my interview with Smed for Gems, I'm gonna find C3O. And I want to do an interview with C3O because C3O got us on BET. And then I'm going to find Jag because Jag got us on a Motown Awards, I believe, right? With the Bomb Bomb Girl.
Yeah,
you know,
Jag,
like it was.
Jag Big Dog.
It's so many artists, bro, that helped me become me and I had to look up to. And some of them even were younger than me. Like, shout out to Flam, young dudes who was in when he was with MH and that whole movement, songs that I just thought was classic, you know. And PC and MAC, I know y'all probably don't remember them at all, but MAC was one of the hardest working rappers to ever exist. And it's sad that his death had to happen that way. I would love to get his brother on the interview just to kind of get, you know what I'm saying, they names out here, man. Like, even with GTC, I know that GTC still, you know, essentially doing their thing as a solo artist and whatnot, but it's just a lot of groups that I think could get some love and get some notoriety and some roses from Dayton, Ohio. But most definitely, I'm gonna try my hardest to make my first interview be Stack and Smed, so we can go through. And I know he can give me a whole history of his life, but honestly, I just want the history of the music. I think there's so many moments that I remember that no one else caught on to. And I mentioned 3-0 Rapers too.
I was like
bro, it was bro. It was I got it's stuff in my music that I wouldn't have made if Smed didn't create that particular thing, because it showed me that you could do whatever you want. Smed, they was doing whatever they want. He came up with whole alter egos for the whole crew, bro. And bro, it was an amazing feat. So shout out to all the people, and I hope y'all give roses to y'all people.
Credit Chill B.
Chill Billions.
Chill B is actually coming on the show. Chill is coming one day next week.
I gotta pick my brother.
Yeah, do your thing, man. For sure. And that's it. My name Peter MC, man. Look me up on all your platforms. I'm on everything, but I prefer you all to go to my Bandcamp because I get that money direct. And the last thing I want to say as I get off here to youth and to the dudes starting their careers, don't fall for this streaming hype. You know what I'm saying? What you watching on that video he showed you is the power of face-to-face, hand-to-hand, and having a good performance. I've made more money off of selling my song that I haven't put out on any platform, hand-to-hand through CD, and also through my Bandcamp, which is directly to my pocket, than all my added music on my streaming platforms. So I want to get back into that, and success is what you make it. If you going for money, figure it out. If you going to be amazing and dope, y'all got some harder work to do because I'm still here.
All right, peace, y'all. Hey, tonight, DJ Jelly, 8 o'clock, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, Dinette. And also, anybody that's free tonight, free cover tonight at Toxic Brew in the Oregon, I believe it's in downtown.
Yeah.
Toxic Brew. Yeah, I'm there tonight. We start at 8. I'll probably be on stage somewhere around 9:30, and I'm not gonna give you the full set tonight because tomorrow I'm doing Ohio Chiefs, which I'm selling tickets for. Shout out to Candy Bars and Dollar Bill. Yeah, I had some Dollar Bill stories, but I don't know if they all the way appropriate. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Schoolboy as well.
You know what I'm saying? And rest in brother. Listen, before I do, rest in peace, Elroy Facey.
Yeah.
Because without Elroy, man, a lot of y'all niggas ain't shit.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all niggas we don't know, and I don't ever think that he gets even mentioned enough. Avery Green and some of y'all will call
Avery Green,
him.
come on, man.
Yeah, so
we
rest in peace to my homie, bro. I love that dude, and he used to drive me around in a taxi just to get me to any of this. All this started because of Elroy. You know what I'm saying? In my world, they used to call us Big and Pac. Ron Hunter be like, Chicken Pac. Big and chicken pot. You know what I'm saying? So, like, shout out to those, man. And for those who want to get at me about doing a gym episode, I'm doing artists, strictly music. We're not getting into real life stuff. I just want to talk about the growth of your music and where you go. And if you got some people that you need to give roses to, please give them the roses, bro. We only know that we exist if you say something. I don't know that y'all even know that I'm around unless P Dashes hits me and say, yo, P, you know, niggas still mess with you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the twins. Shout out to Little Will, who's in Atlanta doing this thing. Shout out to Shy Smoke and all the people that's still making noise. And we ain't dead, man. I think Dayton got a lot more growing to do, and we gonna get there, man. Go get your kid, B.
Yeah, man. Peace, King. Peace, peace,
Legendary
peace.
People
Love you guys.
Podcast. Legendary people, legendary stories.